Hello, it is me, the boy, and we have a special little thing today. My buddy, the one who I haven't spoken to in like fucking forever. He just like fell off the face of the earth. I got a hold of him, and then we were chatting, and then I was like, shit, I got to stream, and then we didn't realize what time it was, and I was like, oh shit. Well, we run a little bit late, so hey, did you want to stream with me tonight? Do a little collab, because you know you used to stream, and he was like, fuck yeah. So we're gonna talk about spooky, scary shit with him, because I like spooky, scary shit, and he likes, you know, he's got some story and shit, and you know, he's a good guy. So we're gonna hop over into the Discord call right now, and let's just chat with him. Hello, boyo.
Hello.
Look at this man's right here. It's a good man's. So, everyone, this is the one. I don't have a thing on screen for him at the moment. I don't know if we want to go through the process of setting that up. That's a bit of a pain in the ass. But he is here in voice and in spirit. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
we back.
Yeah. My man disappears for fucking forever. And then we get him.
Yeah.
All right. So, where do we want to start for tonight's evening? Like, did you want to? Oh, I should probably turn off the music as well. Did I already do that? I don't know. No, I didn't. I need to throw on different music. I'll just throw on my normal music. But yes, where would you like to start with shit for tonight? Did you want to just shoot the shit with some stories, or did you want to like discuss like encounters that you've been through, or like what you believe in, what you don't believe in, that kind of shit?
Yeah, so we could kind of random ball shoot some stuff off.
Okay. Also, hello Vex, welcome. Hopefully you're having a good day so far.
Good to see you.
That's like a top tier waifu right there, man. Like, all right. So your encounters that you've had, they're paranormal, or are they like, what are you thinking? Because like generally we talk about anything from like ghosts to cryptids to aliens to demons to unexplainable bullshit. So,
gosh,
whatever it might be, you will not be judged for it. So, what are we dealing with this evening?
So this evening, I got a handful of encounters. Few of them are paranormal, some good, and some bad. And then one of them, I don't have a clear answer for. But I do believe that it was more demon-esque.
Okay.
Just because of some numbers which are involved. I know some people have proven theories that these numbers have nothing to... Yep.
That has absolutely nothing to do with the devil.
Yeah, exactly.
Because just making a really quick note on that one, everyone's like, "That's the number of the beast." No, it's not. Like, Satan isn't even the name of the bad guy. It's just, that's translated from Hebrew, it's Satan, which means adversary. And, you know, Lucifer isn't the devil. He's just an angel that God sent to test Jesus. So, I mean, but, you know, but yes, okay. But those numbers have gained significance. So, here, I'm going to give a reasoning on why that could be demonic. All right. So, essentially, if you look at a lot of, for example, Native American mythos and whatnot, enough negative energy can create a spirit, right? And if you take a look at a lot of, like, say, Norse paganism, right? If you don't believe in the gods will die, right? But if you believe in them, it gives them strength. So if you take both those same concepts, you can, in theory, create something with a mass hysteria. Thus meaning that, in theory, I guess, that, like, the devil could be a manifestation, but it's not like the devil that's in the book. It's just like a demon that is collectively believed in, that was created because people have, you know, put the energy into it. So yeah, so, and essentially it could be related to the 666 then. I'm one of those people that's kind of like on the fence with a lot of things because I can argue both sides, right? Like I can argue that someone's God exists and that it doesn't exist at the same time. Like I can pick whichever side is the opposed one and just give all the different points to it. But yes, let's hear your lovely stories. That might not actually be lovely, you know. One might, maybe one or two isn't lovely, and it's kind of like, oh shit, but you know.
Yeah. So let's see here. Where do I want to start with this one? I guess we'll start with one that I think I may have told you this one in private. I haven't necessarily brought this into the light. But I was driving home one night from work. It's raining pretty heavily, and I'm not saying that like I was doing like nothing wrong. I was doing 90 in heavy rain on the highway.
Man, you gotta go zoom. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Drive a fancy car, you gotta go zoom. I get you.
It wasn't even my fancy car either. It was
I was in my work truck.
Well, at the time it was my work truck. It was a 2008 Super Forester, and that Forester hit a massive puddle, and I felt the entire weight shift in the vehicle as it caught up on the water and began hydroplaning.
Oh, fun.
So I slid across 5 lanes of traffic onto the shoulder, barely controlling it, or barely controlling the vehicle all the way through. I tapped the brake and cranked it hard, trying to save it off the wall, and ended up sending it clear back across 5 lanes of traffic. So I've gone across essentially 10 lanes of traffic at this point.
Yeah, trying not to die. I get you.
Trying not to die. I tap again, sends me clear back the opposite way. So 15 lanes of traffic that this car is gone, probably the length of a football field. So 300 plus feet.
Yeah.
And I end up stopping on the shoulder backwards, facing traffic. And the vehicle did not hit a wall. But the car is freaking out. The dash is flashing every single light you can think of. And the odometer is maxed out at 666,666 miles on it. And it only
that's kind
had,
of
I think.
That's spoopy.
Yeah. So I get out of the car, make sure everything's fine. I am shaking at this point. I just get out.
I mean, yeah, motherfucker just became a Beyblade almost. Like, makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Man. If you're... Yeah, it looked like you just, like, cut out for a sec there, but...
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
No, it could be good.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually, like, kind of whack. Like, what do you think it was? Was it just, like, you hit, like, a spatial anomaly? Or do you think it was, like, a ghost or something? Or something, like... What do you mean? Like, what do you think it might be?
I think it was, and I do believe fully that we do have people in the afterlife looking after us in one way or another.
Yeah, I believe that like ghosts are real because they're just on a different plane. Oh, what practice was it? Is it? Oh, I'm gonna mess up if I say which one it is. But I remember there's a practice or a religion that your spirit and your soul are separate, and your soul goes on and your spirit remains. Here, that is the other way around. But I think your soul is what leaves, and your spirit remains in the realm of the plane that you're on, right? So like, there's like the living plane, there's like the dead plane, there's like fragmented versions, like, you know, shit like that. Minowski, let it rip, motherfucker. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh man, just like, I'm a fucking spin top. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that's kind of wild though, man. I mean, glad you're okay, because that could have been really bad.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I looked back on it and I was like, holy shit, I am fucking stupid.
Yeah, you're like, I'm alive. Holy.
Yeah,
If
it
I'm
was
a
one of
cat,
those
I'm
ones.
already down to 3. Right? Like, oh shit.
Yeah, so that one was one of the ones where I was like, I could have been dead there.
Yeah.
It would have made like nightly news or the news the next morning.
Yeah, you almost just became like a big old, just a big
Almost
old
became a pancake.
on the ground.
So the
Oh,
car
man.
was completely fine.
Avex, you want to hit with the hammer? Thank you.
Oh, God.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, Vex likes her hammer. If Bucket was here, which he might be, he also likes his hammer. So I give them swords for a reason, because the hammer is fun.
Oh, yeah.
So immediately gone. Thank you. But yeah, that's actually pretty fucking wild though, dude. But you learn not to go at 90 fucking in that zone. Not in the rain, at least.
Not in the rain. I've at least held
Yeah.
it back. I know nature is somebody you don't mess around with when it comes to speeding.
No, she
like that.
kind
So,
of a
like, dial it
bitch.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's kind of a bitch. Oh man. Oh, I was talking to the one here, everyone. I was talking to him before stream, and I was talking about like our stream goals and stuff and how it's all set up. So the one up here, I'm not sure if you're looking at my stream right now or not, if whichever.
I am.
Okay, so in the top corner it says Bob Ross. So Vex actually suggested this. We watch a Bob Ross video and we paint along with it in MS Paint.
Dude, that's awesome.
Right? Like, it's such a, I love like these creative ideas. And like for a while, like our stream goals were like, we started at 50 and then everyone was like, raise it because you keep hitting 50. I think the one day Vex and 𝐂𝐝𝐸, I think we did like 5 goals in one stream, like one right after. They were doing it so quick that one of the goals was, the goal is the goal, because we couldn't come up with anything in time. That's why I have the list. And because anytime I come up with an idea, I just write it down. But yeah, so we raised it up to 100 for a little while. Now I've lowered it back down to 50 because, you know, it's slowed down fucking finally. So, the shrimps unite. I mean, fair. Actually, 𝐂𝐝𝐸's gotten back into streaming lately. I'm actually like really proud of him because I knew he said that he wanted to get into it a while back, and then he just wasn't like quite confident enough to do it. Now he does it like almost every day, and it's like, dude, nice. And like, he's not trying to do it as a job. It's just something that he wanted to get into. I'm like, nice, man, that's awesome. So I have no idea what he's playing right now. Let's go check. Let's just see what he's playing. He's playing Dying Light. Of course he is. He loves Dying Light. I've seen occasionally drop by on our boy. Yeah. Yeah, he streams about I think about an hour before I start streaming and finishes about an hour before I end. So usually, sometimes he just goes and goes, but yeah. All right, so you have more stories though.
I do, yes. I got a handful of them. Some good, some bad. That was probably one of my more scarier ones.
Okay.
Just because it involved.
Before you get too into it. Okay. Also, are you far away from your mic? Because Discord is cutting it in and out.
I can change that real quick. Just give me 1 minuto, por favor. There we go. Let's try that right now.
Yeah, that sounds a little bit better.
And maybe
so you do you mind just like try that sentence again? All right. Do you mind if people know what state you live in or no?
Yeah, no, I'm totally fine with that.
Okay, so where you live, you're on the west coast, right? Or towards the west?
I'm towards the west, yes.
Yeah. And don't you have like national parks or like Rocky Mountains or some shit near you?
Yes, I do. About half an hour away from my front door are the Rocky Mountains.
So literally everyone in chat already knows. Have you experienced anything with Bigfoot?
I have not had any personal experiences with Bigfooting or Bigfoot.
Oh, you're becoming
himself,
a robot, dude.
But
What is happening? What did you do?
I haven't done anything. I'm just slightly trying to change stuff.
I'm not doxing him. That's why I asked if he's okay with disclosing it. Me, I say I'm from Ontario. You know,
no,
it's the same idea. But
hold on, let me try something here. Let me get rid of this.
Because your voice got deeper and you sound sort of robot-y, and I'm like, what is happening to my mind?
I don't know.
What did you do?
I only turned up the gain on my physical
there's the
amp.
problem. No. Turn down the gain. Turn down the gain. Just go into Discord and turn down the sensitivity.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hold on.
My God. My God. Arctic. Boyo, it's so nice seeing you in chat again. I missed you, man. We've got the one here. It's literally the reunions of peoples. Like, Arctic used to be here all the fucking time. And then he disappeared because he was like, bitch, the computer exploded. It was a laptop. And it literally went poof. And then
I don't know what's going on. I have the input sensitivity down at -100. Like, it's as low as I can get it. I can move my mic a little closer. It could be my cable going bad.
Oh, it could be. Maybe you need like the cable plugged in again. What about my shit top? Yeah, exactly. You disappeared for a while. I'm pretty sure you said it was because your laptop was like, and then there was no more Arctic for like almost a year. That's how it felt, at least to me.
Yeah,
I missed you. Shit.
Missed your art.
Yeah. Oh, what would you look at that? The Frosted Fricks is playing the VR chats. The poopy boy. Now you guys can see it, but I can see it on my screen. Roll VR toolkit just opened. Oh, he's now playing VR chat. Betcha he's streaming it.
Place to get
that. I need to bug him about some shit. No, I'm one of his mods. I bug the shit out of him. I literally raid him almost every night. I feel so bad because I used to always raid my buddy Ted Farkas like every fucking like time I was done a stream. But since I moved my stream time further ahead, I'm done to stream well after he's done. So it breaks my heart. Because I miss it.
No.
I gotta see Ted more. You would love Ted. He's fucking hilarious. Laptop gave out, then got PC, then I moved, and my internet's useless. Yeah, so just can't seem to join anyone without problems.
Oh shoot.
Rip. But yes. So your next story. Sorry, I just needed to know about the Bigfoot thing because you know.
No, you're good.
And I like Bigfoot.
No, but I have gone squatching before. I spent a weekend camping, looking for a Bigfoot. Found nothing.
Yeah. One of these days, I want to go out and do that kind of shit. Mind you, I'm in Ontario, and like we have so much shit here. I'm like, do I really want to go squatching? Because on the off chance I find like a dog man, that ain't gonna be as fucking nice as a Bigfoot. Or if I run into like a little indigo boy, that's definitely not gonna be as nice as a Bigfoot. Like Bigfoot will just kill me. These things will eat me. He'll just kill me. I don't want to be eaten. I don't want to become poop. You know, like that's not my end goal. So like, I mean, I'm still gonna eventually go squatching. Like, I would love to go out. Like, one of my plans for like my IRL YouTube channel is to go out to like random places, right? Whether it's like, oh, there's an abandoned house in this area, right? And let's go and here's the GPS coordinates, right? And then let's go and, you know, record, right? And then like discuss what we find and all this, that, whatever, right? But that's just one of the things. Another one is like, I want to go out camping in the woods. This is the GPS coordinates of where we end up camping in the woods, you know. And then it's like, we heard this, we saw this, right? And just document shit, and then be like, oh, explore ghost towns, all that kind of shit. I think it'd be really fun for the IRL channel. The downside is I don't have a vehicle or my license, so
that is a small problem.
Yeah, and I'd also want like a small team of people to go with me because it's stupid to go by yourself. Have a group of 5. So
yeah,
and I gotta find 5 people I trust with that. Yeah, I would need to have like 4 other people that can all handle themselves, so and are okay with doing that shit. So that's hard to find.
Sometimes, yeah.
In my town, it is. Everyone here is just like, we're dumb. So, or they're like, I'm lazy. I don't have the fitness to be able to go hiking, and it's like, it's called walking. It's not that hard. What?
You're doing it already.
Yeah. But, oh well. Yes, sorry, your story. I got into I like talking.
Let's see here. Do I want to go wholesome or do I want to kind of go out of left field a little bit? That is a good question.
Well, you're deciding that. So everyone, my energy drink powder from Swift Lifestyle is exclamation mark Swift in the chat if you want to see it. And you want to use my code TRASHMASH to get some save some money on it. It's really good and you support me. The cotton candy one arrived. Now it doesn't taste like the Rockstar cotton candy that I enjoy, but it still tastes really fucking good. And it sort of just tastes like the color blue, but not quite. And it has an aftertaste cotton candy. Really fucking good. As long as it doesn't get trash banned. Nani? Oh no, that wouldn't happen. Not from stories. No. Not unless he was like, and I decided to take the screwdriver and shove it in my pet. Okay, stop. And I'm like,
no, it's not that far out of left field. It's just more. There's wholesome, and then there's just kind of like, huh. Well, that's my definition of left field. So okay. No.
Well.
So
I just checked. I just saw what you said in the server. What's up, boys? I'm back. Oh man.
No, I'll go wholesome after a near-death experience. So this was the first couple of days after I had gotten my first car, which I had went to the banks, got a loan for, everything like that. I had my own insurance. Paid for everything on this car. So this was officially my first car. And I had bought a couple things to make the car my own. So I grabbed my grandfather's old tool set to help me install all of these modifications and everything like that. So as I'm midway through the teardown, I feel like this arm wrap around my shoulder. And I kind of use the corner of my eye to try to see if it's like my dad or my mom coming out to go and see what I'm working on. And I see nothing. And then I look back down at the wrench set. And I'm like, oh, it must be my grandfather, who was a mechanic. And that was his tool set. So I was like, he's either watching me slowly struggle with this or he's trying to help me.
He's looking at me being a fucking idiot, but you know, or he's trying to help.
It was
he could be both,
but I was like, oh, that's sweet. So I just kind of kept on doing what I was doing and was done about an hour and a half later. Gently put the tool set back up on its specific shelf and everything like that, and said a little thanks to the tool shelf or to the toolbox, and I could have sworn that I heard, "You're welcome."
Damn, that's wholesome as fuck though.
Yeah, so always killer.
Yeah, that's actually like, that's really neat. Like that reminds me of, so back when I was 13 years old, my great grandmother on my dad's side had passed away. She died from breast cancer, and she was just really fucking old, like 90 or some shit. Actually, I could probably do the exact math. She was 75 years older than I was when I was 13, so that makes her 88. Yeah, so she was 88. So, yeah, she was really old. So, after, you know, like, she ended up passing away, and my family is going through all this stuff, right? I wasn't a part of it, obviously, because I was a kid. But my parents were there, and they were going through stuff. And my dad found a book in her house that was, like, just something he's never seen before, right?
Yeah.
And it had my mom's maiden name as the title. And this book was, like, dusty as all hell. It was either on, like, a back shelf or in a box or something like that. But, like, it clearly hadn't been touched in decades.
Yeah.
My parents had been together, like, 14 years, but friends for, like, 16 years at that point. So, this not being touched in decades. And it had my mom's maiden name as the title. Like, first and last name. That was the title of the book. And my dad was like, what the fuck? All right, so he read the book, and I believe it was about, like a Jewish survivor during, like, the Nazi Germany type shit. So, like, that was, like, really interesting. So it just kind of reminds me of that, because It's like a grandparent, because, you know, it would have been my dad's grandmother.
Yeah.
Almost like being a part of your life even when they're not there. And it's almost like, and he was like, yeah, if that's not fate, I don't know what it is, right? Because what are the chances, right? Because my mom doesn't really have that like common of a name, right? Like her first name is common, but her last name isn't. So it was just like, well then, or at least her old last name. So it's just like, that's fucking weird, but that's like fate type thing, right?
Yeah.
But it just reminded me, because it's just like you know, a past grandparent that's there and connected something in your life. So that's really neat.
Yeah, that was one of my wholesome ones, and sadly I didn't get to meet him before he passed, so that was, I think that was his way of saying hello to me for the first time, because I never got to meet him or hear his voice before I was born, so it was a nice little sentiment to me, and it's always kind of stuck with me, and I always still use that toolbox to this day whenever I do work on the car, and I can feel him either watching me or he's standing right beside me, right around the engine bay. So
you got a good guy poltergeist daddy, or granddaddy.
Yep. So
yeah.
I got one good one. I'm not sure if the hydroplane incident was also his doing or what have you, but somebody was looking out for me.
But yeah, like it could have been coincidence, could have been him looking out for you, it could have been divine intervention, it could be an alien that was like, no, tractor beam, save this man, and it fucked up the odometer. No, like
I don't know what it was, and I even asked like a handful of mechanics, and they were like, yeah, you should be dead, or at least in a hospital bed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay,
I'm alive, bitch.
I'm alive and the car's fine.
All right. And you said you've got another story, or at least you had a handful. So
I do have a handful. I don't want the entire stream to just be me talking.
No, that's what I like, because then we can discuss it after. I like hearing stuff. Because everyone's already heard my fucking stories, and I've done like, yes, we know you have a little demon buddy. He's helped you with shit. Oh my god. Oh, he's followed you since you were 9. He's spooky. He has a weird design. Oh, what's the design? Here, let's quick take a look at it. It's right there. It's right there. Same shit I got on me. It's right there. They already know. They're like, trash shit up. We've heard it.
Yeah, they've heard all.
It's Catter. Oh, I don't have it scrolled up to the point I can see. It's my boy. Hello, I've missed you. I love you.
Hello.
Hello.
It's been a long time. I haven't seen. I haven't heard from the one in like damn near half a year, if not longer. And then Catter's been living his life. What?
It's been a year.
What? Wait, no.
Getting close on me.
Let me go look.
Close. It was right around.
December 26th was the last time we talked, dude. You said happy holidays, man.
Oh.
Yeah. And then before that, it was December 17th was the last time we talked before that. So yeah, it's only been half a year, you bitch. And then Catter's sitting here living his life. Catter's sitting here living his life. Well, you know, that or suffering each day at the corporate machine, but you know.
It's all the same.
Is that not living? Oh, shit.
Is that not what life is? Come on. No.
Yeah.
In comparison to being in the ICU.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. Catter, did I tell you I almost lost a finger?
No, how did you manage that?
I was swinging a hatchet and it hit my finger, but I moved my finger at the last like millisecond.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was after I buried the hatchet on my knee 2 days earlier. He's like, this kid's stupid. How does he manage this?
How are you alive?
Spite, determination, stubbornness,
sheer will,
stupidity, actually. But yeah, close enough. Oh man.
All right.
Keter, there's now 2 episodes of Let's Game It Out for us to watch. So,
Fair.
yes. All of the above. Shut up, Vex. Don't you judge me. You bitch. She's sitting there like, I could hop in your call at any minute. You shut up. And I'm like, okay. Alright. So, the one. You said that you got more stories.
I do. So this is back in high school. I think it was right around 2014, I'd like to say. So this has been a hot minute. For me, at least.
I mean, I was in high school in 2014, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
I think so, because you were either the class of 15 or the class of 16.
Started in 2010 into 2011. That was my grade 9 year. So I'd assume 2014 into 2015.
Yeah. So, we were spending the night. A group of friends of mine from high school were spending the night at one of the group members' houses, and get a whole bunch of air mattresses, everything like that. Just chilling down in the family room. And I happened to pick the spot like right in front of the TV because I was like, hey, you know what? Give you guys the couches, everything like that. And
yeah, I'm waiting for the day The Grudge comes out so I can force feed her my dick. Yeah.
Exactly, yes, because horny high schooler me was all about, yes, let me just pound this.
I mean, that's pretty much high school, though. Like, those are the exact type of jokes we would have made.
Yeah.
Like, Ketter's like, I still make that kind of joke. What do you mean?
So, I think it was either 11 or 12 o'clock at night. I just feel this presence on my chest. You know that feeling when you're sleeping and, like, a cat's, like, sitting on your chest?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was
Every
that
night.
presence, but they didn't have a cat. And they didn't have a dog.
Baba Yaga.
So I thought it was somebody just casually, like, hovering over me. And I had the covers up over my face for some reason. I don't even remember why, but I, like, slowly woke up to this presence. And I think I waited for, like, 15 minutes underneath the covers, fully awake. And then all of a sudden, I, like, threw the covers up as quickly as I could and sat up, like, half tempted to, like, headbutt somebody casually at midnight. Because
Just a
we're high
casual
schoolers.
whack.
We're high schoolers. Of course, we're going to pull stupid shit on friends and everything like that.
Yeah.
But I look around and there is nothing.
Well, it clearly wasn't sleep paralysis, because that would explain the weight on the chest, but yes, you were able to move, so.
Yeah. Like, I could move my arms, my legs, everything like that. I could feel everything, but it was like something or someone was sitting on my chest. And I asked them, like, hey, did you guys, like, have a dog when you were younger, or a cat or something like that? They were like, no. We've never owned pets. So I'm like, okay.
Well, I don't know what the fuck that was then.
I don't.
Do you guys
and
have
I
a
even asked
raccoon
them.
that comes through every once in a while? Like, it just crawls through the window? Well, you know, a small batch of squirrels? You know, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea. So they were, and I even asked them too, like, hey, were you guys, like, messing with me last night? And they were like, no, we were all asleep by like 10. So I'm like, okay, so I'm experiencing what I believe to be paranormal activity at 11, 12 o'clock at night at a friend's house, and they don't know anything.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too fun.
No.
I have discovered the demon. Ghost went, let me just sit on this man.
I guess.
I mean, could you imagine, though? If like that's all a ghost does, just like I'm gonna fuck with this guy. Like I scare most people. I'm gonna just sit on this one, see what he does. Like that would be like if I was a ghost. This type of shit I would do. Like, you know how fucking funny that would be.
Messing around with people.
Yeah, man.
I'd do it too.
Oh, you thought your keys were on this table? No, they're at the other end now. Be like, oh, you're going to bed at night? I'm gonna slowly creak your door open. And then just like you'll hear footsteps running away from your room, not towards it.
Yeah.
Like just fuck
just
with
like
them.
softcore like messing with people. Just slowly thinking they're going crazy.
Oh, it'd be even better if like it's like a child and they're sitting there and they're like using construction paper. So they got like a red piece of paper and the coloring on it. And then like you do something to distract them. So like, you know, you poltergeist something on the other side of the room, so they look away and you swap out the piece of paper for a blue one. You know, like just like fuck with the kid, you know. Like that would be so funny. Just like change their fucking computer background, you know, like.
Oh, you're approaching me.
I can't beat the shit out of you without getting close.
Another nerd. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, your robot is talking to us really loudly.
It is. I forgot to put it into stream mode.
Oh my God. It was just like boop, bop.
I apologize.
He's okay.
I will. Give me 2 seconds real quick.
Yeah, of course, man. But Keter, my boy, how have you been? That's a pretty good answer. Yeah. I don't really speak Chinese, but you know, I get the gist.
Nor do I, sadly.
Yeah.
It's just all internal screaming. It's just all internal screaming.
I just opened my mouth and let it out.
Yeah.
Alexis said y'all talking shit. Oh God. But you
that
just
was
been like,
one of my.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was just one of my more like weird ass experiences where I didn't have a definitive answer for anything. So I'm just sitting here like, I just had a paranormal experience and nobody has answers for me. I don't know if somebody was just like casually messing with me or if it was like, nah, like this is where I died and you are disturbing me by existing in this plane.
Feeling. Yeah, be like, you need to move, bitch. Also, Arctic, yes, Shuggy voiced all of my notifications. So, or all of my alerts. But yeah, Keter, my mate, what have you been up to? Just like working a shit ton or like?
Yeah, work. Got my second COVID shot. And I kicked my ass for a couple of days. Real bad, actually. I was in quite a bit of pain.
Shit, eh? Also, Leo's here. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. But man, see, I don't plan to get the COVID shot because I don't need to get it here where I live, and also I don't leave my house, so you know I don't really have any requirement for it. Plus,
to leave my goddamn house, I would.
Yeah, and like it's not mandatory here. So people are like, oh, well, you'll be shunned for this, that, whatever. I'm like, I mean, I'm already kind of a reject from society. I play video games for a living, so, I mean, whatever. Plus, my body temperature is already so fucking hot. Things can't live inside of me anyways, and they just die. That's why I never get sick. And the last time I did get sick was from, like, the swine flu. So, and a substrain at that, so it was an even stronger one. So, like, I don't think COVID's going to be as tough as the swine flu. I mean, it hasn't killed as many people. So, you know. Now, if it was like Ebola, I would be like, did you just go to Ebola as well?
No, I was saying it's the old, oh, look at this bad thing over here while we go do some stupid shit over here.
Yeah.
Tactic.
Like, okay. Now, okay. If someone wants to get the shot, they're completely, you know, I don't judge you for that, right? We're all doing what we believe is the correct thing for us. Right. and like it's an RNA vaccine shot that they're using. I believe that's what it is. And that doesn't really work too well. Like it's more of like a preventative more than an actual vaccination. So, and you could still get, you know, COVID if you get vaccinated because of it. The one is alive. Who knew? Yeah, you know, right? Like we got.
Yeah, I'm back, ''ARTIC.
Yeah, I stole him from the dead. I was like, hey, you. I missed you. I love you. Could let me know if you're being okay?
So what you're saying
and then he
is
messaged me
you
back
used
later.
The crying necromancy to bring you back.
I used my techromancy on my robot boy because every one of you is a Google AI that's cleverly programmed and no one can disprove that.
Why would you? Don't give away my secrets like that, man. Come on.
No, literally, like, no cap, guys. Trash created a full suit completely powered by AMD. So I am actually like cyborg right now.
Yeah, I brought this bitch back from the dead. Laying in bed, wondering what kind of spooks lull to make you sleep. Oh, okay, gotcha. I heard the voice and I got so confused. Almost couldn't hear it since my phone speaker is bad. Thought I was hearing shit again. The one is alive. Who knew? Vexbot confirmed. Yes, Vex is a bot. It's been forever. You been nerd. See, even 𝐂𝐤 is like sitting here and she's like, bro.
I know. I've been gone for a while. Moved out to Ohio. Moved back to Colorado. Back with my parents, getting resituated. I am working full time again with overtime.
He's been busy.
I have been very, very busy, but I am hoping to sometime either this week or next week get back into streaming because
that's why it's a collab.
Hot minute since I've been streaming. Sadly, I don't have everything set up right now. I gotta go back through, make sure everything still works before I actually do stream, and I just gotta make time for that. But with me working like 10 to 11 hour days, I am beat. Hey!
You didn't see shit.
Ooh.
Get to Murray.
Oh no.
I
also Fricks misses you too.
I know. I still owe him stuff from his. This is how bad things have gotten. I totally spaced, and I still owe you too. I owe you the 150 that we raised for your system. I still have that. What? Remember when? So I was doing a stream where I was going to stream for every 30 days, or stream for 30 days straight, even if it was a couple hours. Totally bailed on that. This is how well of a streamer I am, guys. I don't deserve the.
Don't worry, I take days off all the fucking time. Like, I'm just not feeling good. People are like, oh, it's just trash. Miss another day. But it's just like, to be fair, I'm just really stupid and my brain doesn't like me.
So we bailed on that, but we did raise $150 to get computer components from Frosted and myself shipped up over to you so you could rebuild your system.
But I got
this was during. Yes, but this was in the process of when we were trying to get everything going. This is pre-COVID, to give you an idea. So this is like 2019. 2020.
Shit, it was that long ago? Oh no.
Yeah, like
I don't even remember.
I have
anymore.
a vague recollection of this happening. So
I have a bad memory, so I only memorize things that like my brain is like, this is super important. Remember it for the rest of your life.
Yeah. So I still have that, but I think I still owe Frosted either $150 or $200. This was during. I'm trying to remember. 𝐴RTIC, you're gonna have to quote me on this.
Which one? There's two 𝐴RTICs. There's 𝐂𝐤 and then there's Arctic Fox. Arctic Fox has always been Arctic in my chat, and then Arctic 𝐂𝐤 has always been 𝐂𝐤.
𝐂𝐤.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember if this was during my 24-hour stream, but it was No, it was during my 24-hour stream. I remember this because this is what got me to affiliate, which I probably lost.
No, you can't lose it unless you get rid of it
can't.
yourself. Yeah, you can get rid of it yourself, like I did, which is smarter. But yeah.
But I told Frosted that I give him $500 for a voice line, and it's the Finn Buff Baby line, which is I think one of Frosted's like top clips.
Oh, okay.
So it was $500 to do it if I got the 100 followers in order to get affiliate.
Affiliate's 50.
Was it 50?
Always.
They
been.
might have lowered it.
It's always been.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically, when it was just on TV, before there was a proper affiliate program, I mean, it was called the partner program. You only needed like 20.
Oh.
Yeah. And now the
Wow.
partner program is completely different, because obviously a
Okay.
partner is different from an affiliate. But yes.
But yeah. So we hit that, I think, within like 3 hours of me streaming, and I think I still
Oh,
owe
jeez.
him $150 or $200 from that. So I'm like, high side 350, low side 200, or no. I can do math, I swear.
It's basic math. I can't figure this one out. Getter's like, boy, what's wrong with you?
But yeah, I'm like 350, 300 that I owe people. So I'm like, oh.
You owe Fricks 100, I'm sure. Well, if you apparently owe me 150 that I don't know about, just give that to Fricks then. I don't know. Whatever.
I mean, I'm still gonna pay my dues. That's one thing that I do need to do.
I don't see
No,
that as a do.
No,
You helped me out with enough shit.
I-
You have sent me
the-
computer parts and got me a computer that works, and you gave me a monitor that is worth like $600 here.
Oh yeah, I forgot 600 CAD.
Yay. Because Canada sucks. You're giving me like pretty much like a few $1,000s worth of shit. Well, in Canadian money.
that's
In America, it's just a few hundred, but
Yeah, I mean,
more than a
well,
few,
that's the
but,
thing. When
you
you build two systems and you upgrade things slowly over time, you end up with a whole bunch of spare components that are just casually taking up
Well-
space in drawers everywhere.
well, if you've got another GPU that's better than the 1050 Ti.
The only thing I got is my 2070 Super, and I can't get rid of that. I need
No.
that.
Yeah.
Unless
But when
if I
you get
wanna
the
go mod.
3070 Super. No.
I mean, if I can find a good deal on something, I
I'm
will
just
jump
fucking
on
with you,
it.
dude.
But
I'm just fucking with
everything's
you,
so crazy.
I always forget I'm a mod in your chat, so every time the mod menu appears on my phone, I get so confused. I could take it away if you want.
It's all good. It's all good.
Oh, man. But yeah, Ketter, even though
Yes.
you've been dying to the corporate machine, have you had any spooky encounters? That wasn't just like
Not-
seeing your boss naked on accident and going, oh, God. Because that would be spooky.
That would be.
Thank you for putting that image in my head, number one. I can never unsee that.
Oh God, no.
Man, that's almost always my first thought when I see something like, what do they look like naked? And then my brain goes, why did we do this?
Oh no, he's hot.
I can't. Oh no, he's hot. Oh man.
No, I really haven't had anything happen that's even remotely interesting in my life. Or if I have, I just have been too fucking out of it to even notice.
Well, one of these days, when, I've got my shit together, the border is open, and all that, and I come to visit you, homie. Do you want to go hunting shit in them woods that you own?
I mean, I'm down.
Okay, you need to teach me how to fire a fucking gun first, but then
That's fine.
we'll do it. Because I don't know how guns work. I live in Canada. There's actually a shooting
we're
range.
gonna learn
like,
you how
there's
guns.
a shooting range 45 minutes from my house. Actually, there's one in my town, apparently. But you need, like, a gun license and shit for that one. And I'm like, man, just need to meet some rednecks with guns. But we don't got a lot
come
of them.
down here.
Okay, but, like, I need, like,
You need a few things first.
I need a lot of things. I need a valid ID, passport. Yeah, that's really far on the list of things to do. I want to get my shit together, and I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I once I have my shit together and I'm making like money again, because like I'm not making a lot of money at the moment. But when I've got my shit back together, I kind of want to go and get my license again, just so I can get a car, just so I can put like waifu stickers on it and just be that fucking degenerate. Like that is one of my sole driving forces right now.
It's worth it, man. I can tell you from personal experience. It's worth it. Both my cars are.
Yeah, but then, you know, I have to pay for insurance, I need to pay for gas, I need to actually get the vehicle, and then it's just like any repairs I need to do. Oh, I mean, I could fix that myself, I know how to, and I have a garage, but I just, so much. Dude, I love wandering through the woods. Me and my friends did that all the time when we were free. See, now, here's the problem. Ketter's Woods has shit in it that spooks him. Because, you know, that kind of thing just kind of happens. I'm a magnet for shit. It's a little bit different. I like walking through the woods, but I'm a magnet for weird shit happening, so...
Don't worry, we'll bring the 50 Beowulf.
Oh,
nice. Oh yeah, Ketter got lots of guns.
Heat.
Yeah, he's got like lots of acres of land. He just goes, I'm gonna go fucking shoot something, and he just goes outside. He's like, time to shoot.
Hell yeah! We got a Marine who's a couple hours away from me, and he's got a large property of land, and he just goes and shoots randomly throughout the day. And I'm just like, all right, let me come down there one time. So occasionally I'll go down there and go shoot some of his guns.
Yeah, one of the only like good places to shoot guns, like in where I live, is like you have to go to like the native reserves and know the natives, because they're just like, oh man, let's go fucking shoot something, eh? And it's like, okay. So I've been offered, I just never went because, you know,
yeah, that's
an easy way for a guy that is part native but looks white to just go missing. So no thanks. I wasn't that close with those guys, so it's probably not best to just go out with guns, being someone that looks mostly white, out into the middle of the woods in the middle of nowhere with people that you don't know, because then you go poof and you don't get found. That's a very real possibility.
Like a bad time.
Yeah, not how you want to spend your Saturday.
Yeah, right? I mean, it doesn't seem like a fun time. I don't know if Ketter is watching stream, but Arctic Coyote says also hello to my favorite spooky boy Ketter.
Yes, I am. Hi, Arctic. Coyote. God, that's
Coyote.
Here.
I used to live within walking distance from the woods, like less than a 5-minute walk. We once went out and a snowstorm decided to hit us like mid-walk. That would suck. That would really suck.
It's unpleasant.
I'm blind. Mind you, that would probably be a light flurry for me. Whatever you guys call a blizzard. Like, yeah, it's a light flurry. Unless you're like right at the north of the states. In which case, and it's like, okay.
Mean like me?
Yeah, well, you get the same weather as I do because you're not far away.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm only like a couple hours from you.
Yeah. I remember you like showing me like on like maps, like all your property and shit like that when we were chilling the one night. And I was just like, damn, you're literally like a few hours drive across the border.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. One day I'm gonna just travel the states and just like see all my friends. I'll be like, I'm gonna go hang out with you, and I'm gonna go hang out with you, and I'm gonna go hang out with you and make a big round trip. And in the morning, I'm making waffles.
That's good. I'll make sure I got batter on tap.
Wow, okay. It's better to make like pancakes and you just use bananas. Okay, so I was chilling with this one friend of mine, and like she made me breakfast in the morning, which I'm like not used to people doing for me. And like she made like this weird pancake that was like banana and peanut butter and flour and then like something else. And then she also made eggs, and the eggs had like onion powder in it. And I've never thought to put onion powder in my eggs, and it tasted so fucking good. And then I also got like yogurt, and she put honey on the yogurt, and it had berries in it. And I was like, this is some fancy ass shit. She's like, this is my morning. And I'm like, I grab a piece of bread. Like, I don't even toast it. I just grab it, and then I go out for a smoke. And that's my breakfast. Sometimes I don't even grab the bread. I just go out for a smoke for breakfast. Like, what the fuck?
Dude, Pop-Tarts have never tasted so good to me until I was living out in Ohio. And it was like quick, easy, cheap, and always on sale.
Yep.
Seriously.
Yep. Like, Pop-Tarts are a lifesaver.
That's the kind of shit that's like...
But I ate them too much.
Buy the fucking 99-cent ramen because...
I can't eat that anymore. I lived off that and pasta for 3 years. I can't do it anymore.
Man, sometimes it's what you gotta do.
I can't. I just can't.
I had that for the longest time while I was through college. That was just the quick, easy meal with a microwave.
You guys are making me really hungry. Oh no.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, that was like college life. So.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry now. I
On and
literally
off
only
throughout
ate
my
like
adult life.
once today, and it wasn't even all that much. I had leftovers from last night's dinner, and it was like a small Tupperware container.
Oof. Do I need to go and Grubhub you some food, my boy?
I mean, there's Treat Stream, but that's different. What are you doing, Noella? Why are you yelling at me? What are you mewing for?
Yeah, it Pop-Tarts myself because I can.
Vex, it's food. Yeah, but yeah. Bad butt. You don't even know what you're doing. Well, if you're gonna hop up, hop up. Oh, you piece of shit. She made me like back away in my chair just to not hop up. You bitch.
That's cats for you, man.
I know, right? Like she's probably gonna hop up in like a minute or two. She's probably wants to hop up from the other side. Oh well. Sorry, sheesh. But God, what were we talking about? Trying to think about like more. Oh, I've actually had some things happen to me recently. That was kind of neat. Yeah.
Do tell.
Well, okay, so the one, do you know about Buddy? The one that I was joking about earlier, being like nobody even like wants to hear about it anymore type thing, right? Like, do you know, have you heard about him before?
I don't believe I have, no.
All right, long story short, I was 9 years old. I was whistling at nighttime. I heard a scream howl thing behind me. I was crossing the street. When I heard it, I looked up. There was something on top of my roof. I went across the street running like a little bitch because I was afraid because I was 9 years old. Looked back and saw it jump the gap between the houses. 2 cars can fit comfortably next to each other. All right, thus meaning that it is a really fucking large gap. All right, so I run to my friend's house, start banging on the door. His parents open the door, see it behind me on the street, pull me inside. My buddy ends up running down the stairs crying because something looked in his window that fit the exact same description. The difference was, instead of having glowing red eyes, it had glowing yellow eyes. And that thing has been around me my entire life since. And then back in November, early December, maybe, he went missing for like 2 weeks. And I was like, oh, this is weird. He's been around me my entire life. You know, like normally I can tell roughly what direction he is. And I couldn't feel him at all. And then I was seeing this one girl. She was a witch girl. You know, she was an eclectic witch, and she was really cool. I'm hoping that she is happy doing what she's doing right now. She is, you know, living her life. We kind of stopped seeing each other. And she and I went to go and see a place where, you know, there was some, like, it's a creepy grave thing, right? And Buddy looked away from me because I finally saw Buddy that day. I was like, whoa, shit, like, what the fuck? And Buddy was just like, he seemed concerned, and I'm like, what the fuck is this weird demonic type thing, right? I don't think it's actually a demon. I think it's more native, but whatever. And he never looks away from me when he's around me. He looked away at something, right? Which frightened me a little bit because I was like, what the fuck could distract him from me? Because he never looks away from me. So I squeezed her leg, right? Because my hand was on her leg, and she immediately braked, and like the biggest doe I've seen in my entire life came barreling past the car, right? Like it was a doe, not a buck, a doe. And its like stomach was above our car. And we're like, what the fuck? Right? Like, this is a big ass doe, right? Or like, it was like the size of a moose, I swear to Christ, right? Go check out like yeah, we went checked out another place that was like burned down where like people died. Didn't feel anything there except for like you could tell there was something there, but it's not something that's gonna be active at that moment type feeling. Then we ended up seeing like this weird like dog man type thing that was really creepy, and then yeah, it was spooky, and then I didn't want to go back there, but I really want to go back there now. So yeah.
That's it, Trash. I got my card. Let's go across that border real quick, bud. Let's go have some real fun.
I mean, that thing's not even far from where I live. That's the funny thing. She lived in like the next town over, and that was where all that happened. So there's Buddy, right? The thing that disappeared, right? My, little demon boy or whatever spirit thing. He occasionally disappears from time to time now, and a couple weeks back, might have been a month ago almost. I was just out on the back deck, and I was having a dart, right? And I felt like this presence, because like if I'm on my back deck, there's a set of like stairs. It's like 4 or 5 stairs. I think it's 5. And then there's like a gap about 3 patio stones wide, like the large ones. And then our garage, is facing sideways. So you have to come in from the laneway on the left side, right? So there's a really big backyard on the other side of the garage, and then our back fence, and then there's a road back there, or a dead end street that goes up there. And when I was on the deck, I could feel like a presence that was like off in the distance coming from that direction, moving towards me really quick. And in my head, because I knew Buddy wasn't around, I kind of shouted, right? Like inside my brain of like, Buddy, I need you right now, right? Because this thing felt like strong as fuck. All right, like I have no idea how to explain it other than like it felt like this thing could fuck me up and get past all of my defenses, right? And as I shouted that, Buddy just kind of like, I felt him come so fast from like behind the house, because the house is to my back, and come down off the roof. And Buddy cannot normally get within like 20 feet of me. And he came literally landed on the railing or not on the railing, sorry, like right past the railing, nearly hit it with his feet, and landed on the patio stones directly next to me. And then jumped up on top of the garage and did like that scream howl thing that I haven't heard since I was like 14. And that thing stopped dead, but it was by that point it must have been in our backyard, because I saw like the trees move, right? Because I have trees in my backyard towards that fence.
Shit.
And literally I saw it was just like, and it burned when he came that close to me. It burned because he cannot get close to me, but I think like mentally I let him get close because I was like, fuck, I can't handle this, right? And he was able to get through like my barrier that I kind of have up, and it was just like so quickly he came. It was like right next to me, and then landed on the patio stones, jumped up on top of the roof, and just did that scream howl thing, and the other thing just stopped dead in its tracks. And then I just saw him staring down towards it, and then I felt that presence just kind of like stop, and then just turn around as if like, I'm not fucking with that, right? And I was like, holy shit, Buddy just asserted dominance, man. Like,
holy shit.
Yeah. And then like he just kept staring that direction until I couldn't feel the thing anymore. And then I'm sitting there and like I let my entire smoke burn without me even smoking it, right? I was like, what? Okay. Ooh. I need another dart now. And then I just kind of looked at Buddy and I was like, thanks. I just said it out loud. He just turned, looked at me, and just like hopped off the roof to follow the thing away. And I was like, do I have a guardian demon? Like, some people are sitting there with like guardian angel or whatever, and I'm sitting here and I got like this fucking spirit thing that's like creepy as fuck looking, long snout, and like glowing eyes and glowing designs on the side of it, and it just like is willing to fuck shit up. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Got a JoJo stand. I don't think that's what it is.
Got a JoJo stand.
Please don't refer to Buddy as a JoJo stand. I don't want to hate him. But what's it called? Oh, you know what's funny? Even if you wanted to send me food, everything's closed apparently.
Oh yeah, because it's midnight over there. Yeah. I get some
No,
Taco
it
Bell.
stops at 1 8. Wait, what? You can?
I think so.
I don't see anything on here.
Hold on.
To be sent. Just because it normally ends at like 1 a.m. Not midnight, but what's it called? Do I even have Taco Bell in here? Wait, what? I don't think I have Taco Bell.
I gotta go. Now I gotta go see if I can find the archive.
What? You're not using
Don't.
Wait, are you not using the treat stream? Wait, what?
What?
Oh. If you're trying to send me food, I don't live at that old address anymore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Be.
Yeah. Yeah, all of it's closed. That's weird. Yeah, I checked that because I knew that he was gonna be the person that would do that, or Ketter would too. So I was like, making sure you guys don't do that. But the brain gotta work. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so Buddy came flying through and did that, and I was like, this is fucking weird, right? And it's not like he can take on anything, like just anything and everything, because like that night when I was with that the witch girl and we saw that weird wolf dog thing, like Buddy didn't want to go anywhere fuck near it. So that makes me think that like Buddy is a native type thing, right? Because you know, whistling at night is when he first showed up, and then he didn't leave me alone. I used to live near a swamp. You know, my town has like a lot of native, like we have literally like 3 different reserves around our town. So there's a lot of native influence in our town. So I'm like, he must be native. And that thing that I felt, like the weird dog man type thing, I was like, that is definitely native. So that means it's probably stronger than him, and he didn't want to fuck with it. And that was why he stayed so far back and didn't even want to come into his tree line. So, oh yeah. Yeah, that was the last experience I had with anything. But it's just Buddy coming through and like kind of like burning me as he came through. Which I'm assuming probably burned him too. But
yeah,
boy jumped down and asserted dominance like a motherfucker.
Dude.
And I was like, well, I'm not like that. It was just kind of like, it kind of like rah type thing, right?
Yeah.
And then just an immediate from like up here to at the thing, and I was just like, damn. Because, you know, I haven't heard this like sound in like 10 years, but it's just something you don't forget, right? Like the last time I heard it was when I was seeing a girl that lived in Hamilton at the time, and she had like, they were in this like big house type thing. It was before Buddy and I kind of became close-ish, I guess. I don't know. It'd only been 5 years they'd been around, and he was still, it felt like he wanted to kill me type thing, but he couldn't because I had like my little barrier shit going up. Now it's just, I think he's gotten to the point where he realizes that I don't see him as a threat. And I kind of like mellowed him out. Because like even like a year and a half ago, I saw him as a threat, and I'd get shakes just talking about it. Now I'm just like, yeah, it's Buddy. Once I started calling him Buddy, it just kind of took away all the threat. It's like, that's my buddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Gosh, I'm trying to remember. Did have an out-of-body experience, and I do want to get your take on this.
Okay. You got 2 experts here. Both of us well versed in the chances of using Google. So.
So this was my first year of college.
Sorry.
No, that's all good. It was my first year of college. It was a rural, or I don't think it was world culture, but it was like world politics and stuff like that. And I'm casually sitting in this lecture, and the lecture is interesting to some degree, but it has quite a few boring topics. So I'm just sitting there, and all of a sudden I start kind of feeling like light in my head, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'm not feeling too well, or maybe I'm getting sick. So all of a sudden it feels like I'm no longer sitting in the chair. So I'm like, okay, did I just get up and I'm not thinking about getting up? Then all of a sudden I'm floating in the classroom 10 feet in the air, up by the ceiling, just sitting there. and I kind of look around, and I can see me below me. And my eyes are open. I'm not like propping my head up and like beginning to fall asleep or something like that. I'm just casually floating outside my body. And it looks like I'm fully awake, but I can't like move because I've never experienced this. So I don't know how to move or how to do anything. So I'm like, okay, this isn't normal. And I'm like kind of freaking out. I'm like, okay, how do I get back to my body? Because obviously I'm way up here and my body's way down there. It's like when you lose tracking for your trackers. And you're like sinking in the floor, like your trackers are like in the floor. If you're doing like cross
Catter, I'm assuming you get this. I don't, but
yes, I understand.
Yeah.
It's when you're using Oculus with HTC tracking.
I just don't have VR, so I don't know how it feels or looks. But I can kind of, until you got to that part, I kind of understood. But
yeah,
yes.
So
yeah,
I just kind of
like, yeah, that's weird. But yeah, go on.
So I'm just kind of casually sitting there, and I can hear the professor still talking and everything like that, like perfectly fine. And we didn't have like microphones, so it wasn't a super big lecture hall. But I'm just sitting there floating in the air, and I'm just like, okay, what if I try
guess
to
I can
move?
copy other people's notes from up here. Like
it's like, I really wish that we were taking a test, because I could use this right now in this class.
Could you imagine?
But it has to be a lecture, but okay. And then all of a sudden I feel myself like get really, really heavy. And then I like snap back to my body. And I kind of like shake my head real quick. I'm like, what was that?
Yeah, well, so I wouldn't necessarily say that it's anything like astral projection, because that's like something that takes a lot of work to be able to like anyone can do it technically. It just takes a lot of work to be able to do it correctly, and it's also like mad fucked up if you do it, because you can get like, you're technically on a different plane. So, and I'm not an expert at it at all. I only attempted to do it like 3 times back when I was really young, and I was like, maybe not the smartest bet to do, because if I fuck up, I fuck up. So yeah, my guess is it's probably some form of hallucination, or some kind of daydream, but like it doesn't change the fact that it was probably freaky as fuck.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I was like, okay, this is definitely sticking with me in my memories.
Catter, do you have any takes on it?
Yeah, I had something similar happen to me, kind of, when I was, God, probably 10 years old.
Okay.
And I was playing tag with a group of friends in my backyard. And I remember running around the corner of my house, and for a brief couple of moments, it was like I was viewing myself where the corner of my roof was, of the corner of the house that I just ran around. And before I knew it, everything was back to normal again. It was bizarre. I have no idea what it was. And nothing like that has ever happened to me ever since.
Weird.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I remember back, I was like maybe like 14, and I was attempting to actually do like proper astral projection type thing, right? And obviously I'm 14, so I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I've been studying, you know, like my practice stuff. I learned like everything that I've known. I started learning around the age of like 9 to 10, right? That was when I got an interest in shit, and I kept looking more and more into it. So by the time I'm 14, I've been at this for almost like 5 years. By no means is any 14-year-old a genius, right? Like I was a fucking idiot, but like I thought I had a basic understanding of a lot of my practice, right? Because I took it serious. And like I remember I was laying there in bed one night, and I was like, I felt something off that was in my house, right? And my thought, of course, was maybe it's Buddy, right? But I obviously didn't call him that at the time. Like, I called him the Thing. And so I was like, I wonder if I can, like, I know the premise on what to do and how to do it, and it's a form of meditation and then whatever. And I was able to essentially, like, sit up without sitting up. And I looked at my bedroom door, and, like, my body felt light but heavy at the same time. Like, I couldn't move it, but it felt light, but I could still move, if that makes sense. Like, it was like I used my mind to move. And I tried to, like, get closer towards my door, and my door was open for some reason, and I always close my door at night. But my door was wide open, and I just saw, like, this really
You want to show me, huh?
oh, B-Mills, thank you for the raid, dude. I really appreciate it. We're talking about spooky stuff with 𝐂𝐿 and �KETR. And so I, like, kind of, like, sat up, and then I tried to, like, drift towards the door a little bit, and I just saw, like, this really fucking frightening looking thing. Like, I don't even know how to properly, like, I don't remember what it was. I just remember it scared the living shit out of me, that I was, like, immediately, like, float the fuck away right back to where I was, and then, like, went back to, like, actual body type thing, right? And woke up, like, my body, right? And just kind of, like, sat up really quick and looked, and my door was wide open, and I was like, I know I closed that fucker. So immediately, you know, I grabbed my one necklace that I used to wear that was enchanted, and I walked toward, and I threw it on real quick because it also had, like, protection shit in it and, like, runes. And I, like, walk over to the door, look out real quick, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not dying today. And I just closed the door, and then I drew the Norse rune for protection, and just, like, I drew it, and I taped that piece of paper to the door because I was 14, didn't know how the fuck
Jesus.
Though in theory it still works. It still works in theory, you know. It's a rune.
It's the most, like,
But that's the most 14-year-old thing to do.
fucking-
Don't fuck
it
with
is a
me.
very
I have
14-year-old
papers and
thing to
pens. Yeah. All right. So Arctic Fox says, speaking on a sense of out-of-body experience. I never had one, but I basically live my life in a sense of deja vu a lot. And as I get older, it seems to keep happening more. Like, it happens more than once a week. I've seen things that I should not. I'll get, like, a minute of where I know what exactly is going to happen, very specific detail. You're clairvoyant. That's what that is, man. That's kind of neat.
That is
QD Mills raid, accurate. Thanks for the raid. Yeah, thank you for the raid, homie. I appreciate it. How's your day been? Talk about spooky stuff and paranormal experiences. I hope you guys had a good stream. Yeah, I managed to bring 𝐂𝐿 back from the dead because he's been missing for like half a year, and I was like, hey yo, what? Like, we're shooting the shit, we're talking, and then like 11 o'clock rolls around, I'm supposed to be streaming. I'm like, so I was supposed to start streaming like 4 minutes ago. He's like, oh shit. I'm like, well, it is my collab night. Then he was like, I am looking to get back into streaming. And I was like, collab? And he's like, sure.
Collab? Why not?
So then I ended up messaging a few friends. �KETR was the only one that decided to, you know, bite onto that little bit of a lure. And we kind of yanked him into this conversation. Now he's just kind of sitting here quietly judging us and giving his input on a few things. So,
I mean, isn't that what I always do with everyone?
well, yeah, but I mean, like, sometimes I just like fuck with your head and I do like the waifu voice. So
We don't
So-
talk about that. It's fine.
I'm already well aware of Trash's waifu voice.
oh, it's so much better now. To the point that Geki gets like so down bad just because of it. He's like,
Everyone loves the waifu voice.
it's true though. Like, so many fucking people love the waifu
Truly,
voice.
it's a force to be reckoned with.
It is.
Yeah, everyone fucking loves it. I don't even know why. Like, it's just a girl voice. Like, come on. It's funny when I do it with people in
No,
real life
it's
though,
not just
then
a
they're
girl
like, what?
voice. It's a waifu.
Yeah, you make Geki break down with that voice, literally. Yo, that was so fucking funny. We were playing VR chat, and this man literally just, like, collapsed into the fetal, like a standing fetal position on the ground, like just crouched down, just like. It was so funny because I just started flirting with him in the girl voice. Wait, let's see here. I mean, Coyote, you don't need to out the man for it. Come on. I lived moments of my life twice because of it. When I was younger, I would like lose the sense of what I'm doing and deja vu would happen. But at work, I've had moments where I get it and I'll see something I'm doing that's about to hurt me and I'm able to stop it from happening. That's like, yeah, that's clairvoyance, homie. I mean, there you go. You're just like, you got a mild spidey sense. Like, goddamn, lucky you. I wish I had that. Mind you, I'd probably still ignore it. But then it's like, oh, can I get hurt? Whatever. Like,
I used to get really wicked deja vu when I was really young, like between the ages of 5 and 8.
Really?
And it was never anything like, oh my god, I know that this thing is gonna happen. It's like, oh yeah, I knew that I was gonna open this blind today because I remember it happening in a dream last night or some stupid shit like that. It was weird.
Huh.
And it stopped happening after that age range.
Weird. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had, like, other than, like, I think I have, like, a second of slow-mo. And that's about it. Like, every once in a while, when I'm about to really badly hurt myself, I'll have, like, 1 second of slow motion. Like, when I nearly lost my finger, like, a few weeks back. And it was like, that's gonna hit my finger. Oh, yeah, that's totally gonna hit my finger. Oh, yeah, that's gonna hit my finger. That's about to hit my finger. I should move my finger. You know, like, when that happened, like... yeah, I have like 1 second of slow motion and that's about it. So that's a mild superpower. But, you know, that's like the closest thing to like any form of like clairvoyance I've ever had. It's just like that slow motion of, you about to fuck up big time, fix it. Like, learn to listen to it because last time I got it, didn't show me what happened, but it gave me a very big sense of dread. And last time I didn't listen, I hit a deer doing 65 in my Honda Accord. Oh shit! Goodbye, Honda.
Yeah,
deer probably got up and ran away. Yeah, I was gonna say the deer probably got up and ran away. He was like, "Deuces, you broke one of my legs, but fuck you, I'm out." Like, oh god. So. Now what do we want to talk about? The one, my boy, do you have any more stories?
Oh my gosh. Do I ever have some stories?
Before that, I gotta drop off for the night, but it's been a pleasure.
Of course, my dude. I love you, man. Thank you for stopping on by. I still need to watch those videos with you.
Yes. If you're around tomorrow, I should be available.
I think I am. I should be.
Cool. Let
Yeah,
me know.
Just message me.
We'll go from there.
Yeah. Just message me when you're good to go for that. And, yeah. All right. Love you, homie. Thank you for stopping by. Miss you, and I will see you tomorrow.
Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Take it easy.
The Honda had a 1-to-1 kill streak at its last mount. It killed the deer and the deer killed it.
Killed it. Rip.
Oh man, kind of makes sense though.
Yeah. Let's see here. Trying to think here. We got. This one was interesting because it's a little out of left field. In the sense of, I don't know how it happened. It could have been a little electrical gremlin, which I have in the car, because the car has been temperamental before with its electronics.
Mm-hmm.
So, at this time, I had, I was dating one of my sister's friends, and we're just casually driving around Colorado, just having some fun, just kind of cruising around, seeing the sights, the sounds. Just, I had no purpose. It's just, hey, you want to go for a drive? Where are we going? I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
But we're chilling down this road, and it's a perfectly flat road, freshly redone. And all of a sudden the radio changes from Bluetooth to the radio, and it is playing a Holocaust like channel, like
What
a
the
radio
fuck?
podcast about the Holocaust.
Oh, okay. I
And
was
the
just like,
clock,
I just imagined like hearing people screaming, and then just like German and just like, oh god, like what the fuck?
no, not that,
Okay.
not that far into
Okay.
left field. And then the clock had changed to 666 again, and I'm like, that's not physically possible.
Those numbers aren't on there. Not in that spot.
Time doesn't exist. And I look over at her and I'm like, did you touch the radio? And she's like, no, did you? And I'm like, no. So we pull off at a gas station, and I like check my battery connections to make sure that like my car's not freaking out, because it's like something obvious, like battery connection's loose.
Yeah.
No, everything's tight. The radio was just like, nah, you listening to your Bluetooth music, nah, podcast about the Holocaust.
Like, okay.
But
all right.
Yeah, it's really weird. What's worse is the fact that the VIN also has 666 in the VIN as its first and last 3 sets of numbers for the vehicle. But it's also got it's really, really weird. It's got 420 and 69 in it. So I'm like, this is just the perfect Colorado car.
Yep. Yeah, that sounds like it. Yep. Kind of have something similar, but it's more like feeling bad vibes in the moment. Like having a feeling something bad will happen to people, but that's about it, and it's been 90% accurate. Satan wouldn't fuck this car in particular. I've also had a sense that something's trying to badly hurt me, but it can't get close to me. Normally I get such a bad sense of dread/danger that it makes me feel sick, but normally all I really remember from those moments is that sense of danger. And normally I also have like a really bad streak of luck when it happens. So that's very similar to like what it was with Buddy before I started calling him Buddy, and like getting used to like looking more into what he could be like in like modern internet, because like back in the day, like the internet's been very similar for the past like decade, but like 10 years ago, like you couldn't find the same type of information on this kind of shit. Now it's so much more abundant, right? So mind you, there's more people on the internet, that's why. So, and it's become a lot more searchable. So like finding anything that was like related to Buddy back then was a little bit difficult. Now it's not too hard. So I feel like he understands that like I don't see him as a threat, and then I don't want to like get rid of him at the same time, because if I wanted to get rid of him, I would be looking that up or practicing that, and like I haven't done that ever. Like I was kind of just like, how do I keep this thing away from me, not get rid of it? Because you know, like my young brain was like, it's an animal, I can't kill it, I just want it gone, right? So you know what I mean, even though it's very clearly not a fucking animal. But you know, I was a kid, right? So but yeah, like that same sense of like something's trying to hurt you, and you just have it like that presence from that direction. That's what it's always felt like. Now it's just kind of like a mellow kind of feeling from him. So I've never seen it, but I felt like it's way nearby. Yeah, like that's I can see him, but mind you, I'm also a lot more sensitive to things. So if you're not really sensitive to shit, then obviously you might not see it unless it wants you to see it, which is a completely different situation. So yeah. Got to think. What else do we want to talk about?
Oh, jeez.
Because we are halfway through this stream.
Hey.
Yeah, boy. Actually, we started a little bit late, so we could either finish at the 3-hour mark or at 2 a.m. So depending on how we're feeling at the time.
Oh gosh. Oh wait, that's 2 a.m. for you, midnight for me.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting. I was like, wait,
Time zone.
Wow, long ass stream, Trash.
Yeah, no.
I'm all for coming back and everything like that.
But goddamn. Yeah. Well, I stream 5 days a week now, which is fucking insane for me. Like, I used to stream like every fucking day before I knew what I was doing. Then I was streaming 3 days a week and I was doing pretty good. Now I'm like streaming 5 days a week and still know what I'm doing, but I'm just not doing it. So, you know, I just need my team of people to get my ass in gear, such as Vex. Yell at me, please. She's like, no, I've been worried with my own shit. I literally need motherfuckers to be like, yo, have you done this yet? Well, no, then fucking do it. And I'm like, okay.
Get up. Do I need to be your personal assistant, Trash?
That's what they are. Do you want to be a personal assistant? I'll give you the role in the Discord. It's called a little helper.
I will take a look at the list and see if I can be of any assistance.
Okay, I'll give you Little Helper. The one rolls Lil Helper. Now you can see Lil Helper shit at the top.
Hey.
It's in the channels, the top one.
Yep. See it there. Just above info.
Part 2 on Friday? Nani? I've never seen him before. Wait, Vex, what do you mean part 2 on Friday? What? The fuck? What you mean? Also, we gotta, like, Vex and I need to finish sorting out those Google Docs. That way everyone else can see them, and then, yeah. We do spooky stuff on Friday, too. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Like, this is just, like, a collab, and it was just, like, something that it was an easy topic for us to discuss, because we haven't talked about his spooky shit on stream before. So.
Nah, I tend to keep a lot of, like, the weird paranormal stuff, like, kind of to myself, because I know some people don't believe in it, or some people are like, oh, you're just hallucinating, or you were on something. Some of these were before I had started drinking, or like even smoking. So like, it's not like I was on something by any stretch of the possibility. I was sober for 90% of these.
Yeah, and like in my channel, like nobody judges you for it, because like we're all open to ideas and stuff, and if someone's like being judgmental and being a dick, we're like, well, can you refute it? Like, can you give substantial evidence as to what it could not be? And then we'll listen to that. If they're just being a dick, it's like, hey, guess what? I don't need you here. Whack with the hammer. And, you know. Yeah, see, Vex immediately just hit them. Yeah. It's like, yeah, if they're just being a dick, then just whack. And then if they're one of those people, it's like, I got multiple accounts. I'm going to keep on bothering this person. We just don't pay attention to it, and then the mods, like, I'll bring up like the dashboard on my computer, because generally I don't have the dashboard open, because I don't need Google Chrome open to see my chat, right? Like, it's in my OBS, right? So but I'll just bring it open, and then my mods and I will just play whack-a-mole with them and not even acknowledge it. So
multiple hammers, yes.
Yep, it's just like whack. Yeah, like
we can't have enough hammers.
Exactly. We just remove them. We're just like, bye-bye, don't need you. Shut the fuck up. So, and they're just doing it for attention. So if you're not paying attention to them, you just keep banning them. It's just like, well, it's off screen. So like, who cares? Like, goodbye.
Yeah.
Worst case, if I need to like refresh this chat that's on screen, because, you know, Restream doesn't follow the same thing as like the Twitch chat, where like if someone says something, it gets removed from that chat as well. Restream doesn't have that. I'll just refresh the chat. Like, that's all. I literally just right click it and say refresh. Like, I banned over 300 users. I've trained for this. Yeah, she's a mod fucking everywhere. People always do shit for attention. It's annoying. Well, sometimes like a troll will come in and I'll like laugh at it, right? Because I'll think it's funny, or like I'll play along with it a little bit. And like a long time ago, like before I met most of you guys, I actually had one of my mods was like someone that came in and they tried to troll me, and I just laughed at it and made like I trolled back, and I was like, come on, buddy, like this is what you're gonna do. I did better when I was 13, you know, like I just like kind of ripped back and forth with him for a little bit, and then he's like, I fucking like you, right? And then he subscribed, and then he was like a very like he was someone that was there all the fucking time, right? Like he was a regular, and then eventually he became a mod, and then he kind of knew a lot of like the douchey trolls in the communities, because he still did it to other people, just not to me. It was 𝐘𝐻ER, it was not 𝐘𝐻ER. This is long before I ever even played VR chat on stream. So, well, not necessarily true, because I used to be a bird, or actually I was an owl that went around and played guitar. but I don't do that now, obviously, because I'm not good at guitar. So this guy would, like, if he saw one that he knew would not just be friendly, like how he ended up being, he would just ban them the second he saw them in chat. He was like, bye-bye. So it was good to turn one of the trolls against the others.
Oh, yeah.
It was fucking great.
Oh, gosh. I remember this. It was my first couple of days in VR chat, and I'm still part of the server, but I'm essentially, like, null and void. Or am I still part of this? No, I actually left that server. That's right. But one of the first servers that I got pulled into was VR Stuck.
What's that?
So have you heard of the webcomic called Homestuck?
Okay, I'm already done with this conversation.
100%.
Nope. I'm already 100% done with this conversation. I can already infer what the fuck this is. And no, we're not on this channel. No, sirree. We don't talk about that. No.
Yeah. So that was one of the first groups that like brought me in and like everything like that. I ended up dating a gal from Australia.
Sorry.
From that group. But yeah, I met so many people through that, and I was literally in a Stoic the Vast avatar from the Avatar world. And I was making up a story just off the top of my head, just reading it off. And I had, I think, 20 or 30 people just standing still in a world listening to me tell this rambling story that I had just like made up out of my head.
Weird. Arctic says, I remember you gave me mod after you left me with your stream in VR chat, and I was just randomly moderating your chat for no reason other than we had been hanging out in VR chat. Well, we'd hung out like a few times at that point, and you were clearly trustworthy. Got through the wait. I joined VR chat and got thrown to the wolves when I joined Narse in VR chat. Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god. I fucking love Narse, but like, man, you fucking get thrown to the wolves. You're just like, let's fucking rip on him. Or he's just like, yeah, you need to do shit for me. And it's like, no. It's like, yeah, we're content now, boy. You're like, no. He does it with love, but oh yeah. He goes like ran into it. He's like, I don't even care. Time to have fun. Right, because like it's life. You only live it once, right? So you might as well just enjoy it, and like that's how his brain works, right? And he's just a great guy. I miss hanging out with him. I should bug him. I should just be like, "Hey, you motherfucker, what you up to?" And he'd be like, look, being a girl in VR chat. How about you?" And I'll be like, "Sort of. I'm a boy that looks like a girl, so you know, it works. Don't judge me."
I ain't judging you.
Everybody's judging me.
My avatar is a female dragon.
I mean, that's fair.
But, like, I mean, it kind of works.
It has gotten better.
I told you.
I made sure that, like, my model works for the voice.
Fucking Fex. What is that emote? What is that?
Oh,
what is it? That's like some smug ass face. The good stuff.
The good stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh god. I got one more story that I at least
don't know what's
remember.
Going on, but my asshole's in danger.
What the fuck? What is wrong with me?
I
think I'm beyond special needs. Like, oh man, someone put me down like a horse with a broken leg. All right, yeah, you got one more story. Let's go there.
I got one more story, and we're just gonna casually walk past that, whatever that was. But no, I don't remember how old I was. I think I was like 10 or 12, so I was pretty young. And I'm walking downstairs to the basement, and we got a little dry bar or wet bar down here, and kind of just casually chilling there with the lights off. So all the lights are off down there. I'm just kind of casually chilling. And then all of a sudden, I just start seeing like a person to my right, a person to my left, and then a guy behind my bar. And I knew for a fact that they weren't there, but it literally looked like they were there. And he just hands me an ice cold glass of Coke. And I didn't have a glass of Coke down there with me. It just casually just sets a glass down. Like, not even saying a word. Nobody says a word to me. They're casually drinking drinks as well, just at this bar. And I'm just like, what? And I like reach for the glass, and as I reach for the glass, everything just vanishes. So I'd like
don't mind me just making a drink.
It's all good.
I just keep muting my mic because there's a button on my mic to just auto mute it.
Oh, I love that. I missed that with my old Yeti, but now I have to physically either mute it on the audio interface or I just mute it in Discord. Discord's real easy because it's key binded, key bound.
Yeah, I like having like because I have a mute button for my stream as well, so I can still like talk to whoever, like on Discord regardless, but like my stream is muted. But I've got the Fine K683A. It's actually really fucking good. It's USB though.
Ooh.
Yeah, I fucking adore it. Like, I got it for free and I fucking love it.
Can't beat free this day and age.
Exactly, right? Also, it's weird. This like the cotton candy flavor that I got from like my sponsor. When it first goes in, it's bright blue, but after a while, it starts to go almost like a green, and it's not. It doesn't change the flavor at all. It just looks different.
Oh.
Sorry, I muted myself because I was shaking the shaker.
That's all good.
Open, bitch. There we go. Someone I met through Narce's stream was Ree. She always would tease me and mess with me. She even got Shuggy on it too. They both would always mess with me. I mean, that's fair though. Like, no offense, Arctic. You're a very easy target. You're a great guy and you've got a good sense of humor, but you're a very easy target because you don't fight back. This man's got color changing drink now. I do. Always comes back around to waifu voice, but yes, moving on. Yeah. I mean, fair. Delicious. Yeah, if you guys are looking for like healthy energy drink shit, use !Swift and use my code and you can save money. And I just got the cotton candy one and it tastes really good. The bubblegum one was also really, really freaking good. Like, it tasted like Hubba Bubba. Vex bought because they have a buy one get one free as well if you use a different code, and you get their older package stuff because they rebranded, right? So they're trying to get rid of all their old package stuff. So she got I believe the lemonade and the sour blue raspberry. So if she wants to let us know what they are. Yo, what's up, my peeps? Geki, you missed it. He did. Lemonade and blue sour strip. That's what it is. Yeah. What I miss? The waifu voice being at like its toppest tier ever. And then I know I'm an easy target, but I can't help it. That's true. Yeah. Wait, what?
I was just saying, and me completely shutting down and just being like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, my man was just like, he's literally like, oh god, it has gotten really good.
It has. I've heard it before, and now it's god tier.
Oh, I wouldn't really say that, but it's gotten better.
There you go, Geki. There you go. We got you.
I bet you Gecky's
make-
just sitting there like, I'm a nut.
I'm probably going to hell for that. Yeah, I realized that if I use my energy drinks, like normal energy drinks, it definitely works. But if I use the energy drink powder that I've got, that with the water just makes my voice work so much better. Joke's on you, it didn't affect me. I have gone deaf. What?
Well.
Yeah, I recommended the lemonade if you're new to energy powders, because it has more of a soft taste, and the blue one has a good too. But if you don't mix it enough, it could be chalky aftertaste. Well, that's the thing. Like, it's powder, right? Like, if you didn't do enough water, and the measurements are on the side of the shakers, right? So if you buy one of the shakers too, like, you can see exactly how much you need to put in, and it's there. It can be chalky if you don't put enough water, but other than that, it's like, no, it's fine. Just don't have like a heaping amount. Just like kind of level it, and there you go. But yeah, it usually tastes pretty good. But Gecky, my man, how was your stream, dude? You're playing Dying Light again, right? How was that? Hopefully fun. We've been talking about spooky, scary shit, and the one seems to have quite a few stories, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, I got a handful of encounters and everything like that, but nothing quite to the extremes of having specialized
a weaponized
a
JoJo stand.
weaponized JoJo stand.
I don't like that
Nothing
description of him, but like it's more of like he's also been around me since I was like 9, right? So like it's kind of a part of my life at this point. Well, if you don't mind, you said before earlier in the stream that you've gone squatching before.
Yes, I have.
Okay, what was that like? Like, was it just like a normal camping expedition and you were just kind of hoping to see something, or like what were you doing to try and find them? Were you doing like the whoops, the wood knocks, burning campfires? It
was a combination of a little bit of everything and anything whenever me and the group kind of had the chance to. We weren't doing it 24/7 due to the fact that you do it a whole bunch, you scare them off and everything like that. So it's easier to like occasionally do it as if it were like a mating call.
Yeah.
So we would slowly kind of move around, slowly hiking up and down mountains. We get to ridge lines, kind of scout out locations, set up like small camps and leave like some one of our guys, he was big into fishing and hunting and stuff like that, so he had some fresh meat, so some fish, some deer and everything like that. So we would leave whenever we set up like a small little campfire and everything like that. We set it up with food and everything like that, like we were getting ready to like sit down, cook a meal and everything like that. But we had to all of a sudden get up and leave. So we would like kind of scurry off and sit
in
about
hopes that they were watching and then kind of take your shit.
And then come get the food or see if the food would attract them. And then we'd scatter out in kind of a wide circle well off in the distance, hiding ourselves in the trees and bushes, masking our scents as best we could, because for the information we know, they could have a nose as good as a dog, if not better. So if we mask our scent as best we can, like we didn't have deodorant, toothpaste, like anything of like personal hygiene.
You just be stinky boys.
Yeah, it was literally like rub yourself with dirt. You're going to walk through this stream. You're going to pick up this mud, smear it all over you, cover your face, your hat, your hair, everything and anything shiny had to be left or well covered. So that way he wouldn't catch like the glint of a camera or something like that, or the glint of a phone or glasses or something like that.
Yeah, that's kind of something that I would think about. Like, if I were to go and, like, because my IRL channel, I want to eventually do, like, adventures and shit. Like, and, like, you know, hunting Bigfoot type idea might be on there, right? I'd want to have, I believe they're called, like, a gimbo or something like that, or a gizbo? I don't know. It's like an auto-balancing phone holder, right? It's meant for vlogging.
Oh, a gyro.
That would be, well, a gyro
Yeah, I
is
know.
on it. A gyro is just a tool, but yeah.
Oh, no, it's a gimbal. It's a gimbal.
That's what it's called. See, I was close with the name.
You were close. I was like, gyro? No, gimbal.
No.
You're
gyro
talking about
just
a
means
phone
something
gimbal.
can rotate and
Yeah.
not have any issues. So I want to get one of those because number one, it'd be super useful for like vlogging parts of those videos, and then it would also be good for like if you want steady footage of like, say you were like doing like a panning shot of like a house that you were searching through, like an abandoned house, right, type thing. And of course, as I said before, I'd want to have a team of like 4 other people. So there's a minimum of 5 of us because you don't want to get into an altercation with somebody, or like maybe there's like a tweaker or something like that, or like a homeless person that's like on drugs or some shit, like squatting in one of these houses that you like go in. If it's in a town that you don't know, right, you don't want to be alone.
Yeah.
So having like a small group, it's like just in case, you know, you can fuck somebody up with 5 people, right? Like.
Yeah,
It's harder to sneak
1v5 is
around.
always a better
Yeah.
odds than a
It's harder to
1v1
sneak around, but
situation.
we wouldn't want to do anything illegal, right? So
Yeah.
we would more of just kind of go to like abandoned places that are allowed to go to, and then there's also like the idea of like going to like abandoned like ghost towns and shit like that. And like obviously camping, it's a little bit easier when you've got more people, because you got more people that can, like, one person can tend the fire, another person goes and grabs wood, another person goes fishing, you know, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that would also help to get like the first steady footage of a Bigfoot.
It definitely
You know what I
would.
Yeah, and I've got a bunch of lenses for my phone as well that I use. So
Yeah.
like I've taken a picture of the moon with my old phone. My old phone had a shit camera, so
Damn.
yeah. Actually, it's on my Instagram if you want to check it out.
We'll
Not
definitely
just
have to
plugging
check that
myself,
out.
but I mean, if you do / links in chat, you guys, you're able to find all of my socials. Just saying. No. But yeah, look, there's the bot right there. The Vex bot. Oh man. The fuck?
But yeah, it was a fun weekend. We left Thursday night, set up camp. No, we left Thursday night, drove all night, stayed at the hotel Thursday night, didn't check in until like 1 o'clock. It was this super, super like ghetto, like Motel 6.
Okay.
We were just like, hey, you know what, we need a place to just crash and make sure that we have everything that we need, because we'll stop in the town just before we get into the middle of nowhere, gets supplies if we need it, and then just go up there, spend Friday afternoon, Saturday, Sunday, into Monday, and then Monday afternoon, hoof it all the way back down the mountain, get in the cars, and then drive home, and then rotate drivers out. It was, I think we had 7 of us, so it was a decent-sized group.
Yeah.
We all had GoPros and stuff like that with secondary battery packs attached, solar chargers. I think I had like 16 battery banks in my backpack
That's a lot. Holy shit.
just to literally charge GoPros.
That's fair. Yeah. I know I'd want to get one of those, like, it's like a hand cranked generator pretty much that allows you to charge your phone.
Oh yeah.
So I'd probably bring like, I'd want to get like 1 or 2 of those. And also bring like battery banks as well, but just in case you need to, you can use that to charge up a battery bank. So or use your phone right away. But
yeah. Let's see here. But yeah, the solar array, a guy brought a real, like, I think it was almost industrial grade, like backpacking solar array, and he was able to charge like 3 or 4 GoPros within the span of like 2 or 3 hours.
That's not bad at all. They
No,
make
it
solar
was
battery
great.
banks. They do, but on the off chance that it's raining, I'd rather just have a crank, because I can just like have that under like a tarp or something with me, and then I can still charge it.
You can still
You don't
crank
know.
if you're in your tent or something like that.
Yeah, I can.
No, that was my first like big camping expedition, and it wasn't even with my family. It was with a whole bunch of high schoolers going into college, and I'm in middle school. And I'm just like, yeah, let's go squatching. Why not?
Mm-hmm. Sounds fun.
It was
I
a
mean,
blast,
why not,
man.
right? I think it'd be really neat to there's this one camp I used to go to when I was younger, because I never actually went like camping, because like this is like it's like a camp for underprivileged kids, right? So like technically it's camping, but you're in cabins, so you're not really in a tent or nothing. But it's out in the middle of fucking nowhere. So I know that you're able to rent out the grounds in the off season, not in the summer, but in the off season, because like my high school rented out the grounds back in like I think it was like October or November, back when I was in grade 9, for like I think it was like the DARE program or some shit, I don't know. But
yeah.
And like we just went there for like, you know, a weekend. It was dope, right? So I'm like, well, clearly you can rent it out. I wonder how much that is, because I'd want to go there with a bunch of buddies. And like there's so much woods around that area, like it's literally in the middle of fucking nowhere, right? I know there's coyotes in the area, I know there's bears in the area, I know because I seen a coyote run right in front of me, and little fucker just like upped and fucked off, and then a bear came out to me and I punched it in the fucking nose because it was a little black bear, right? And I was terrified, and I was like, yeah, no kids are going to archery today because bear. So
Yeah.
you know.
Did you hear anything come through my mic?
Almost like a wind type sound. Why?
Well, that was my mod. No, I vape, so that wind sound that you heard was my mod. But as I was setting it down, I heard like a bang. It wasn't like...
I didn't hear one. Chat, did you?
Chat, did you hear something through my mic?
Did you
or
see
am
something?
I just going crazy?
Motherfuckers, did you see it?
I'm like looking over my shoulder now, like half tempted to see something like standing over there, and I'm like, oh, okay, hello.
Geki says he saw nothing. Or heard nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Hold on. You know what it could have been?
What?
I'm freaking out because I had literally set down my mod, and I don't think this table's level. So at the right power, you can physically make the table shake, because I felt it like right next to my foot too. So I'm like, great. Getting freaked out over stupid shit.
Nah, if you die, you die.
Yeah, it's all right.
Random memory the mention of camping brought up was sitting in our camper at like midday by myself, in the sense that my little terror was just sitting in the woods nearby, just terrorizing me to do something. After about a half an hour later, it disappeared and a forest trooper showed up. I also didn't hear anything. That's weird. It's really weird.
Really weird.
But what I was saying about that campgrounds though is, like, there's a pool there, so that'd be kind of cool. And like, obviously, you know, I don't know if we'd be allowed to use it, and also in the off season it'd probably be pretty cold. But it would be neat to go there in either like early spring, early to mid spring, or like the fall, you know, just because like obviously you can't go in there in the summer because, you know, kids are camping there. But like I wouldn't want to go in the winter because like it's easier to find tracks of things. It's harder to run away from said things. So because they got a bit more muscle than me, and I don't got snowshoes, and I can't run fast in those. BRB, all right, dude. So I think it would be like really fucking neat to see what's out there, and I really want to like get in touch with this my old assistant manager that he's native, and I want to see if he can like enlighten me about a few things from like his culture in the surrounding area and whatnot. And I need to make more native friends because obviously it's a very important thing in this area. So you know what I mean. But like I don't really talk to many people, and a lot of like, it sounds terrible, but like the stereotypes are very true in my area, that like a lot of the natives are just alcoholics and like they don't really care. But like I know a lot of like the older natives and the really young ones obviously don't have that kind of issue. They have a lot more respect for things. It's more people around my age and a little bit older that like, and like middle age, that are just not really the greatest people for the most part, like constantly trying to get in fights and whatever, and just always drinking. So not really the best people to ask, right?
Yeah.
Because, you know, but I'd like to learn more, and like obviously I want to, the internet can only helps out so much, and
it'll only take you to the edge, and then you got to push yourself over by speaking like, to locals and everything.
If everything wasn't closed, I'd just go up to the library and just check. But, you know, everything's fucking closed because Canada, eh? But,
yeah.
You know, because libraries always got shit like that. So, but like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Holy fuck. I am hungry as shit. Alright, gotta figure out what I want to eat after. I don't know what I want. I've got like $5 to my name and it's in my PayPal, so I can't even fucking claim it because
no.
15. You need a minimum of 15 Canadian to withdraw from PayPal. So.
Oh shoot.
Yep. Well, at least it's only 10 US, but you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, shit. So I'm sitting here like, because I give all my money to my parents because, you know, help paying with like bills and shit, and I do like cleaning around the house, and you know, parents need money. So I'm like, I don't need money. I've got a computer that, you know, technically I didn't pay for. Thank you, by the way.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, and then that's another thing I want to talk to you about later. Long story short, I built 2 computers with the parts I got from Booker and whatnot as well, and the parts I got from you. Aside from the GPU and the monitor and I think the RAM and like some of the fans, that was like everything else was like from you type thing. Or no, those are from you. So like the Mobo, no, the RAM was from Booker. So the RAM, the CPU, and the Mobo were from Booker. Yeah. All the other computer that I did have, before I got all these parts, I didn't get that back either. The thing I told you about that happened on New Year's.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was like, oh great, but you're not gonna talk to me. But okay. And I was like, whatever.
No.
It happens, you know, like it would be what it be.
Oh no.
Yep. Micah, what's up, homie? We talk about random spooky shit. Do you have any random spooky shit? Man, I'm getting fucking hungry. I gotta figure out food at some point.
Found this casually at my gas station. It's a tiny bag of Mike and Ike's.
What?
Yeah, so it's like one of those, like, you know how they have like the big bags of gummy bears and gummy worms and stuff like that?
Yeah, of course.
This is like a quarter of the size. So it's like a personal, like, the serving size is 1 bag of Mike and Ike's.
What the fuck? Do you have like, you ate like 3 of them? Like, what the fuck?
No, it's just
that's what it sounds like. There's only like 3. You're like, nom, nom.
No. I mean, it's probably not much bigger than my hand.
Okay.
The bag, it's a resealable bag. And it's just Mike and Ike's candy in a tiny little, or in a bag, and it's like, yeah, this 1 bag is a full serving size. And I'm like, did I buy like Mike and Ike's from like the 50s when people weren't concerned about serving sizes?
I mean, maybe.
I mean,
that is the creepiest thing that's happened tonight. You got a tiny bag.
I mean, in comparison to some of the other bags where I had like a 5-pound bag of Mike and Ike's.
Yeah. And here I am still being hungry, and you're talking about your Mike and Ike's. And I'm like, this bitch. I'm sitting like, what am I going to eat afterwards? I'm like, I got bread and peanut butter. I could do that. That could be an idea.
Ooh.
I mean,
tasty.
yeah, that's every day. There's also welcome back, Arctic. What else could I do? What else could I do? No, that's about it. I got a bowl of cereal maybe, but if I got cereal.
I think I got.
What's a really good sandwich is you have to toast the bread. All right, lightly toasted in my opinion is the best, but you know, toast the bread. Peanut butter, cheese, and ketchup. Shit's delicious. People are like, it's nasty, and it's like, bitch, it's delicious. Try it. Doesn't like it's like the peanut butter and ketchup don't mix. It doesn't taste like either. It tastes good. And it's just like, try it. You ever had peanut butter and cheese? It's good. You ever put like, you know, cheese and ketchup together? Sure you have. It's called a burger. All right, like it's good.
Yeah.
It's like, just try it. It's yummy. Toasted peanut butter, cheese, and ketchup sandwich. And don't use like sliced cheese. No. You have to literally take block cheese and cut it yourself. All right.
Oh yeah.
Because that is the bestest. Little like plastic craft singles. No, thank you. I'm okay with that. That will go on a burger, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And that's just because I can't taste it. I just need it. You know, it's just part of it at this point. That I'm cooking burgers. It needs to look like there's cheese on it. You know, like, ugh. But you know, pretty sure the cheese at McDonald's is more real than that shit. So this is something I would make when I'm stoned. Dude, just try it. Like next time that you're hungry, grab some like, you know, I find it tastes best on white bread, not bread like whole wheat, and I love whole wheat bread, right? But it tastes best on white bread, lightly toasted, you know, just enough that it's like, this is toast, but it's still kind of like, this is just like really hot bread, but not quite that point because it's not squishy, it's solid, you know.
You gotta have a good crunch to it, but it can't be too
you don't want to
far brown.
Yes, because if it gets
Like
too burned, then it's just like, yeah, I want it like a nice like light gold, you know. So you do that, and you put the peanut butter on both sides, and then you cut up the cheese. And generally, most loaves, it's 5 cuts of cheese, unless you got like a thick brick, in which case, play by ear. But you know, and this also works on bagels, by the way. So you just cut it up, and you put a little bit of ketchup in like an S formation across it, you know, like, you know, kind of thing, and then you just close it up and you eat it. I do that with crunchy peanut butter. Delicious. All right, it's so good. Hot bread, yes. Well, I mean, hot bread's pretty good. I mean, when it first comes out of the fucking like bread maker, oh shit, delicious.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, man.
But no, I back in elementary school, I had this weird thing where once a week, I'd ask my mom, "Hey, for lunch, can I do like a pickle sandwich?" Because I'd always take my lunch, just because I thought it was a bit healthier and a little easier on the family. I say that I was like 5, 6, and I was just like, hey, like, just give me something so I can eat lunch. I really didn't care if I ate warm lunch or cold lunch or whatever, but I'd have, on a hamburger bun, you'd take a whole bunch of pickles, and they could either be slice or whole pickles. Then on the top side of the bun, you'll put ketchup. So it's just a ketchup and pickle sandwich.
Yeah, those are actually pretty good.
And
if you're also really broke, on white bread, again, not on whole wheat, mayo and mustard. Just that.
Oh,
yeah,
I have tried that before.
We're literally talking about poor man's food right now, but it works. I'm gonna try it with an English muffin since that's what I got. It tastes so much better with that too. Oh my god. But obviously you have to toast the English muffin, but it tastes so good. I meant on a sexual way. Geki, I don't want to know what you meant in a sexual way. And you judged me for putting salt on a whole tomato. Shake my head. I didn't judge you. I just was like, that's different. All right. Because like, I'm gonna just, if I needed to, yeah, I'll take a bite out of a fucking tomato. I don't give a fuck. All right. But I don't see, like, what does salt add to a tomato? Because like a tomato has like a lot of like liquid to it. So wouldn't the salt mostly just kind of blah, 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 through it? Man, now I'm hungry. Bro, same. And I'm pretty sure I don't got any cheese. Oh, I do have another block of cheese. Peanut butter, cheese, and ketchup sandwich it is. Brain work. I don't know anymore. I forgot what I was saying. So I was watching TikToks, right? And I was just kind of going through some shit. And I saw this guy And he's like, you know what s'mores are? Now let me introduce you to schmoes, right? And it's the same kind of concept, but he grabbed Ritz crackers, okay? And he took the Ritz cracker and he put the chocolate and the marshmallow onto it and put it in the microwave and you let it cook a little bit so it's, you know, warmed up, right? Then you take the other Ritz cracker and you slather it in peanut butter.
Ooh.
And you eat that. And I was like, dude, that sounds fucking delicious. That sounds really fucking good. Like, I would eat that. I would love to eat that.
That does sound good.
That sounds delicious, you know?
Oh.
Like, nah, you don't say shit until you try it. Okay, now I have heard that about putting sugar on peanut butter toast. And I was like, gotta be completely honest with you, not impressed. Like, it didn't taste much different. Oh my god, I saw that TikTok also. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it sounds really good. I said that and my dad was like, yo, we gotta try that. And I was like, yeah, we do. Trying to think about what else I'd like to do. Oh, I remember, I was on Facebook years and years ago. Like, this was like, like 2018. All right. Maybe, yeah, 2018 more than likely. And I just saw this like Facebook thread where it was like, what's something that people think is disgusting, but you really love, right? Or what's a food that people think is disgusting, but haven't tried it and it's actually really good. And like, I kept seeing over and over and over and over peanut butter and mayo. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to try it. I could see the appeal. I don't think it's as good as everyone was saying, though. Like, I would rather just have mayo and mustard than peanut butter.
Yeah.
Now, a good thing about mayo, though, is, like, when you put it on, like, toasted bread, though, like, it pretty much looks like butter. So that kind of, like...
It does.
Yeah, I was like, okay. Like, you can use mayo and substitute a butter for a lot of shit. So, I mean, I wouldn't always recommend it, because, you know... Depending on the mayo, it's gonna be a lot more fucking fatty or a lot less fatty, depending on which one. But you know, it'll be what it'll be. But yeah, that one was like, okay, it's not that bad. I do slightly different. I do butter and peanut butter. So here's the thing: don't toast it. Put it on like Villaggio white bread, like that. Really, like, it tastes expensive, but it's not, or like homemade bread. Even Wonder Bread's actually not that bad for it. Just not like any no-name bread, right? But like the white bread for it. Butter both sides, or both slices. Put peanut butter on one side, jam on the other.
Ooh.
It's delicious. It seems like it would be too much oil, but it's not. It's delicious. It's so good. My grandmother used to do that for us as kids. My mom got mad at her because she was like, you got to stop doing that. It's too much oil. Yeah, well, look at me now. I'm fine. I didn't die. And I still make them every once in a while. Also, just butter on bread's pretty good too.
It does.
Yeah.
But no, after
like
work.
Mustard and mayo is a sandwich minus the meat, so I get it. Yeah, it's literally what it is. Yeah, I couldn't afford meat, but I had mustard and mayo left over, so that was how I made food. Yeah. Went like that for a while too, when I didn't want to eat the fucking Mr. Noodles anymore, or just make pasta for the 10th time that fucking
week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But no, what was it?
I had a fucking strainer, man. I just had a lid. I had to strain it while holding a lid, so you get like fucking scolding. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's all good.
Yeah.
But no, I've been doing a lot more. It's just super easy for me to do. We call them tortilla pizzas.
Okay.
So you take
you just like
regular
tomato sauce
tortilla,
and then shred some cheese on it, and then like you put like a little bit of salami or something on it, or like bacon.
Yeah, like pepperonis. Yeah. Like I'll use breakfast sausage.
Why are you?
Because I can get that real cheap. So I'll do. Hey, Gecky.
Thank you. I would appreciate it. Like, why? You just want to see us paint a Bob Ross painting in MS Paint? Also, Omo says, my mother made me get up 3 times in a row every time I sat down. Nani?
Huh?
Gecky mamai. That is an interesting way to say hello. But hello.
Hello.
Yes. Okay, you were saying?
But yeah, no. You pop it into a microwave at 400 for like 10-12 minutes.
And settings on a microwave to change that? What? Huh?
No, you put it in the oven.
Oh, you said microwave.
Did I say microwave?
You said microwave. I was like, I didn't know that it had that setting. I know that I press 1 and 2, and then that says 12, and I press start, and it spins for 12 seconds. That's all I know. Has a waifu voice? That I do. But go ahead. Throw it in for 400.
Throw it in at 400 for 10, 12 minutes, and it tastes like a flatbread pizza.
I mean, that's pretty dope, though.
It's super cheap, super easy to make, because you can buy super cheap ingredients, and it tastes the same as if you would bought brand name stuff. I can't tell the difference.
Yeah. I mean, makes sense, though. Like, it's same concept, really.
Yeah. No, it's been...
Sorry, I was
it's
just
been
drinking
real
something.
good. But wait, Geki, I thought you were deaf. Or was that somebody else? Or am I going crazy?
Yeah, Geki. I thought you said that you were deaf. And Omo just wants to hear the waifu voice. Okay. I don't mind. It's not as good right now, just because, like, my voice kind of hurts. But it's not that bad.
The ones sitting here like, I'm not. It's actually pretty bad right now. Like, my throat's doing a bit of like a oh shit. Yeah. I mean, it's not as good as it was earlier, but, you know, it's whatever.
It is what it is.
Yeah. I ain't dead, and that's what matters. The joys of learning how to do voice acting.
I guess.
Oh boy! You wanna fucking die today? Yeah, okay, yours is way better.
Oh, hi there, kids. You want to see a dead body? Oh.
Murder! Fucking do it again. Yeah, that one I get kind of loud with, so I can't be doing that one. Considering that it's like fucking like almost 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Geki writhing and horny. Yeah, man, he down bad for that voice. He's like, oh shit, didn't know I had a voice kink. The voice I can't stand is the moisture boy. What's your fucking moisture? I can get some moisture. If you want, I can fucking rip that model and I can use it in my fucking streams. Then we get a moisture boy stream. What is he in real life? Kermit, a waifu, corpse husband, Mickey, probably closer to like a dumbass, but you know, take your pick.
I mean, you weren't the one who got involved in the Kansas incident.
I mean, fair. No, I get called like corpse all the fucking time because of my voice. Like when I'm using my natural voice like this. But I don't like to use my natural voice because it hurts because it's right where my scar tissue is. Sometimes I use it, but you know, it be what it be.
Yeah.
Ooh. My man saying ooh.
Yeah, I was a real dumbass last year.
Yeah, I don't know if that's public knowledge or not, so I didn't mention it whatsoever so far. So
It's,
you know.
I mean, it's out there. It's on my record. If you wanted to pay to do the research, I mean, you could find out.
Get called corpse because of my morning voice. Yeah, you should hear me when I first wake up. Like, it is fucking insane. And people are like, no, you're lowering your voice. I was like, alright, but if I was actually lowering my voice, it'd be like way down here. So, nah. But like, my natural voice is like right here. So, this is where I normally talk. But I talk up here more just because it doesn't hurt my vocal cords as much because the vibration is actually like really stressful on my throat. So, I muted the stream.
Yeah.
Of course he did.
Ew, of course.
Geki out here muting my stream. You fucking dick. I can't believe you. You know you don't count as a viewer if you mute it, right?
I can't believe you'd do that to me. Geki, what's wrong?
He's like, fuck!
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
No,
Every guy in the known vicinity goes, why do I have an erection? You motherfucker. I know what I'm doing.
I really know how to fuck with you, Geki.
Boys, we got him.
We got him. We got him.
Yeah. People say I sound like if Kuno and Corpse had a child. I have no idea who that is. Actually, I do. I just don't. I can't. It's ringing a bell, and I feel like I probably follow them on something, but I can't put a face to that name or anything to it. I just know the name because literally after saying that, my brain was like, "Yeah, you do," and I was like, "Do I?" I guess I want to do my clan boss today. Oh, okay. You actually gonna do it?
Oh.
Yeah, and I've seen so many people lose their shit when you do the waifu voice. It's funny as all hell, especially when I'm in like VR chat. Like, I can just be chilling, and then I'll be like, all right, yeah, shout out. I was like, oh my god, you sound like Corpse. Oh my god. And I'm like,
Aw, thank you. It really means a lot.
and then like,
Nani?
the fuck?
Nani? Nani?
yeah. As I just said, I feel like my brain literally was like, you do know who that is. You just can't place anything what they are. So, sure, if I Googled it, I would know who they were. I love the waifu voice. It creates so much chaos. It's the best. Honestly, right? Like, I want to get so good at it that I can just keep my voice as that for like an entire stream. And then just like fuck with people. Because like, it just takes practice of doing it. But I only do it when I'm streaming, really. Or when someone in my family is like, hey, show them the girl voice you can do. And I'm like, what? And they're like, the person right here that's in the house at the moment. Like, whoever the fuck it might be. Right? Like, show them that you can do a girl voice. And I'm like, okay, I guess.
Alright.
Like, what do you want me to say? Like, I don't know.
And then they're like, what the fuck? Because, like, you know, I got like a full fucking beard. You know, I'm usually wearing like chains and ripped up clothes. And, you know, it's just like not what you expect.
Something completely out of left field. It's
Oh,
just
yeah,
like,
man.
Oh, God, why?
And then I'm like, well, I mean, I do a lot of voice acting every once in a while. It's usually after I'm done porking Miss Piggy, but you know, yeah.
Yeah. What I think would be really funny. You have a beard, face reveal. Face reveal. Face reveal. Okay, face reveal. You guys want a face reveal? Hold on. You want a face reveal? Hold up. All right. You want a face reveal? Okay. All right. We'll do a face reveal.
All right.
All right. You guys want a fucking face reveal? We can do a face reveal. I mean, I look like shit right now, but we can do a face reveal. Yeah.
Becky, oh gosh, no.
Just keep in mind, I do look like shit right now, and my room is a complete fucking mess.
It's not as bad as he says it is, guys.
Nope. You guys want a face reveal? We can do a face reveal. All right. Just hold on. Let me get this. All right. You guys ready?
I think they're ready.
What up, face reveal? Yep. We got that face reveal, boy. Hell yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, boy. Or, all right. You guys ready for the face reveal? Hold up. It's who I truly am. I am a mouse. Hello. Just face reveal. Face reveal. Hey,
Oh, yeah.
The lip bite is on point. It's Squidward voice.
Oh my god, he's hot.
The Among Us one. Oh man, you want to see me drifting around? I get you.
Hello. I'm over here now. I'm just floating.
Dude, not gonna lie, that's pretty sus.
Well, shit.
It was red. vote Mouse as imposter. Yeah, it was definitely that asshole over there, the blue one. He went for red right away. Yep, can agree. Was definitely blue. Yep, it was
Definitely.
blue.
Yeah.
But red always sus. I mean, ooh, they do got a point. Says the blue one in chat. At least he's blue for me. Are we able to vote them both off? You're a professional voice actor though? Not professional. Amateur. I just fuck around. Alright, here we go. Just do corpse. We're good. Oh, whoa, whoa. It's me. Ah! Alright. Imagine that in a Mario voice. Dude, what? What are we saying in a Mousy actually did the mouse sounds, yeah. But not like straight up, like I do IRL streams. Like I mean it's pretty obvious, like everyone knows who the fuck I am. I mean it kinda works.
I mean, it does. Oh
yeah.
I don't think I've shown you this. I waited I think I waited 6 months for this. I'll have to send you the video.
Alright, but yeah, this is actually what I look like. I look like shit right now, but yeah.
Nah, he doesn't chat.
Yeah,
He
I mean, you
doesn't.
can check out like my Instagram or just stop by on a Friday because my Fridays are my IRL streams. But yeah, that's all there is. But I'm gonna turn this off and I am going to go to the other scene again. And I have to load that shit up again because I had to literally disable my face tracking to get that to work. I had to exit the program.
Oh.
Alright, so exit
My ass is
that,
like
launch
falling
that.
asleep in the chair again.
What?
My ass is falling asleep in the chair.
Rip.
Yeah, it's all good.
Alright. Gotta go over to this. Fix that. Click on that. Recenter my tracking. Oh, my tracking's off. Alright, we're back to normal. Among Us. Yep. But my ass is in bed trying to not fall asleep. I mean, you're allowed to sleep, you know. Like, that is something you can do if you want. What's the weirdest voice impression you can do? I mean, I'm pretty sure the waifu voice is one of the weirdest, but like, I don't know. Generally, just give me a voice and I'll try and do it. So, I sleep when I feel like it. Honestly, I feel that.
Yeah.
But, you know, it be what it be. I don't know. Like, what is probably like the weirdest voice I can do? Like, here, let me drink a little more of my drink. Yeah, it's like a greenish color now. That's kind of neat.
No sleep. No sleep
I
for
can
the
do shit
week.
like,
Hello, baby. My name is Elmo. Oh, I fucked it up. My voice ain't quite right, but it kind of worked. Hello.
you know, or fuck.
Let's see here. I got a
I'm trying to think. Like,
handful which I
I
can
mean, there's
do.
always Kermit the Frog, but like Kermit isn't really that hard. I mean, it's hard to keep Kermit going for a long period of time, but I mean,
you can do Elmo. Elmo's fucking insane, dude. I know Pooh Bear is really hard for me to do for some reason. It's like,
Oh boy, oh brother. It's like you have to talk but not talk at the same time. And I'm just not very good at it. But just so you know, Piglet, I'm all out of honey. And bears are omnivores. You're looking mighty fine. As a nice snack.
there you go. That's about the best I can do with Winnie the Pooh.
It's not
So the
bad.
closest I can do is beatboxing, and that'd be hard at times. Like, that's about it. Or you do like the, well, I'll put my hand up to it. Hold on. I got lip rings, so it gets in the way. Hold up. Gotta move them. Hold on. No, I can't do it. Fuck it. My brother can beatbox like a motherfucker. So Elmo is fine till you make him made and they start trash talking you. I mean, if you piss off Elmo, all right. Yeah, but like, just look up on YouTube, just like Elmo being chaotic for 3 minutes or some shit. Like, he's funny as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Working on the basses, like throat bass, and sound deep as fuck. That's about the best I can do for that. I'm not trained to beatboxing whatsoever. I just, nope, not my thing. I just got a deep voice and I know how to move my throat.
Hey.
Wait, Vex, what is that for? I'm super confused on why she button little things. That's a throat kick? Yeah, I mean that's the best I can do with anything deep. Like, that's about it. Unless you go like whoop 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 whoop, but like I don't really count like whoop whoop. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I thought someone was knocking on my door. Oh.
Oh. No, I thought somebody was
search
messing
up
with me
Elmo
earlier.
being chaotic. Yeah, like it's fucking hilarious. Like if you just search up Elmo being chaotic on YouTube, like it got recommended to me the one day, and I spent like the next hour just watching clips of Elmo losing his shit on people, and it's actually in the show. It's so fucking funny. I was like, no wonder my friend was afraid of Elmo, and I fucking loved him. I'm a ball of chaos, and she loves order. It makes so much sense why he scared her. So, I'm working on inward bass. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I don't know. I don't really care much for the whole beatboxing thing. It's not my shtick. Trash making noises as usual. It happens. It's what I do.
I thought that was my car for a second, and then I realized my car's not here.
Wait, what did you think was your car?
No, a car started up just outside because I got a window which faces the street.
Yeah.
And usually I can hear my car start because it's completely unrestricted.
Yeah, my brother's his is completely straight piped, and the first time I heard it, once he straight piped it, because like his whole fucking like his cat, everything got all fucked, right? So he got it straight piped because fuck, it's just so much quicker, right? So when he got his car back, because he didn't feel like waiting for our cousin that's a welder to come over and do it, and didn't feel like doing it himself, so he just like took it into shop. He's like, just fucking straight pipe it. And they're like, all right. And when it came back, I wasn't here when he brought it back, but in the morning at like 5:30 when he left for work, I hear like this, and I'm like, I kind of take off a headphone. I'm like, what the fuck was that? And I'm like, oh, it's his car. Nice.
Nice.
Well, it's just a Lexus too. That's the funny thing. It's not even like a muscle car or a sports car or anything like that. It's a luxury car. And he's like, yeah, fuck it. So he's got a really nice looking Volkswagen Rabbit that's like, I think it's like an 82 or an 84. I could be wrong on the number. And it had a little fucking like 4-cylinder in it, but he's taking the, I think it's a V6 that out of a Volkswagen Golf, and he's getting a swap kit and he's throwing it in there. And
Nice.
yeah, it's gonna be dope. People that don't know cars are just gonna be so confused right now. We're supposed to be talking about like random spooky shit. I mean, it could be spooky to them. They're like, I don't know what's being said. It sounds like English, but it's not. You know, like.
No, you gotta get rid of your mufflers, your cats.
No, actually,
and then go E85. Yeah. Well, now the EPA is charging shops now for any modifications which change their factory systems now. So all the major shops are getting hit with major fines.
Damn. Gibberish, yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Well, what else do we want to talk about? Because it is 2 o'clock in the morning. So I could end stream right now or in 25 minutes when it's been 3 hours. Like literally sounds like it claps. Oh, his like fucking spits fire at the back. It's kind of neat. Our truck just is fucking dying, so it rattles in a way where it's not supposed to. And we're like, one of these days, it's either gonna not go forward or only go forward, and we're not sure which one's worse. So Because that means that the brakes aren't going to work either because of how everything's set up on our front end. So, like,
Oh.
bye-bye. Like, the whole wheel hub's going to go on the fucking left side. We're like, I don't think this is good.
Hell.
But it's like I think like a 96 or a 94 Suburban. So,
Okay.
yeah, she dying. She was sitting in a field for a while. And then we were like, I want it. So we got it because it matched our other one. But unfortunately, this one's got a V8. Our other one had a V6. And this one has got like 8-bolt fucking tires instead of like, or wheels instead of like 6. And we're like, oh shit, we can't even transfer shit over. And then we're like, oh, well, some of the shit under the hood should work. None of this fucking fits. Shit.
Nope.
But hey, the tailgate fit. So
That'll do it.
We swapped the tailgates. Took a window and fixed a window because it was missing a window. The panels, switches, and shit. We're like, and just slowly making our other truck look more and more like a res truck. So this one looks less and less like a res truck. Had like the snowplow on it and everything. And then we're like, fuck having the extender kit thing that goes so far out. Fuck, just cut through the bumper and just put it through that way. And that's what we did. And yeah. So now the push bar is inside the bumper, but also in front of it because the top part that actually pushes out is still outwards, but it curves through our fucking bumper. It's really fucking neat.
That's sweet.
Yeah, like it's literally like a solid rock. And like the push bar is actually like the plow hoist, but we're like, but if we take off the piston and you just like take the wires that connect up to it and just, you know, zip tie them underneath the fucking truck, it's just a push bar. Just with these little like tongues that come off the sides of it for lights, but like our lights go above the plow anyway, so we don't need those. And I told my dad to put antlers on it. He's like, I don't want antlers. I don't hunt. I was like, moose antlers. We're bigger than those fucking cars. We're not a fucking Ford Ranger. We're a fucking GMC Suburban. All right, moose antlers. And then if you hit somebody, you catch them.
Yes.
And he was just like, that would be funny, but still no. Okay, I watched MO being chaotic and I had no clue he had the capability of being sarcastic. Oh my god, like, I want to go back and rewatch all of Sesame Street just for the sake of seeing what Elmo does. Like, it's fucking hilarious. Like, Elmo is insane. I feel like that would be like a fun little series, but I don't think I'd be able to do it because of copyright infringement. But it would be fucking neat. I was just like taking apart, dissecting it, laughing at Elmo, you know?
Oh yeah.
Now what else? I don't know. I don't think that we should probably talk about cars because that's not really what my community is about.
But I'm out of like
we're
spooky
fucking nerds.
stories.
We like Dungeons and Dragons and demons and Minecraft, and I'm like, nice. Those are my kind of people. Plus, I don't know as much about cars as I used to, so I probably shouldn't talk about it. I watched one with Rocco, and I was dying of laughter. It's like, Rocco is a rock. Like,
Hello, baby.
okay, hold on. I gotta start the voice by doing that. Sorry.
Hello, baby. I'm in a Elmo. Rocco is a rock. He cannot even eat the cookie.
You know, like I'm literally just getting to the point where he's like,
This bitch. I'm going to fucking skin you alive with that rock. It's my turn on the swing. No, Rocco wants a turn. Fuck you, Rock. Fuck your life. I'm gonna fuck you up.
but yeah, like, oh my god. There's also one where he goes like one of those like late night talk show type things and like talks about like pissing himself and it not being okay because that would make orange and he doesn't like orange. Which is funny because that's that girl's like fur color. I don't know. Yeah. Rocco is a rock. He doesn't have a mouth. Tell Elmo how he is gonna eat the cookie. Yeah. He has a mental in crisis and still keeps character. Yeah. Like it's just fucking insane. I think I'm probably gonna end stream now though, because it's now like what, 2 o'clock? Yeah, it's 2:02. I've got to piss so goddamn bad because I had an energy drink before I started streaming, and then I had like my powdered energy drink during, and now I'm on like my third or my second one of those, but third energy drink, and I'm over halfway done it. So I gotta pee, and I also want to go and find something to eat because I'm incredibly fucking starving now. And yeah, so I'm gonna go and try and find. Yeah, I'm gonna try and find someone for us to raid. Now there's going to be pretty much 2 options for that. So let me go back to Twitch load, and we'll go to following, and I know who we're raiding. You can shoot water up his butt. I'm not even kidding. My boy Ted. My boy
What?
Ted. Okay, he has the most insane streams ever. Okay, for everyone that is not on Twitch, this is where we're going. If you aren't on Twitch and you don't like Twitch, please just click this link. You will have a fantastic time. This man is amazing. I love him. He has some of the most creative streams on this entire fucking platform. All right. So let's start that raid. Show him some love. I hope you all had a fantastic evening. Thank you for joining me tonight, TheOne. You're a great boy. And
hey, it's a pleasure to be back.
You're always welcome on my streams. I stream Monday to Friday, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. my time, which I believe is 3 hours ahead of you because it is currently 2 a.m. for me. And so I think I might be 2 hours ahead actually. So yeah. All right, everyone, have a fantastic time. This is the most interesting stream of your entire life that you're about to join because he's literally sitting on a bidet that you can spray water up his ass. Okay, just using, I think it's channel points or donations or whatever the fuck it is. It is funny. All right, have fun. And I will see you guys tomorrow for VR chat. Take it easy.